welcome back to Ghosts of Saltmarsh. We're back at it again to play Ghosts of Saltmarsh.
We're playing Ghosts of Saltmarsh.
Tonight, we are going to play some Ghosts of Saltmarsh.
This is a great bit, you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Ghosts of Steve.
Nope.
Do you ever just like black out, come back in the consciousness, and you're like, what just happened?
Every single day. Yeah.
Did you just do that?
Yeah.
I wish that's how I fell
Why did you
asleep.
drop your tea though?
That's what happens when I fall asleep when I'm drunk.
What pulled me into that.
Dude, I just like wake up and I'm like, when did I go to bed? What happened?
That was me earlier. I fell asleep and I woke
You're
up
right.
and Jacob was just like, "Hey, did you take a nap?" And I was like, "I guess I did."
I guess so.
Amazing. Well, welcome, guys. We're gonna jump right into this game because we all really want to play, and it's really late. So,
Oh, it's 9
last
o'clock.
we left off on the Ghost Beach.
The ghost.
You guys performed a salvage operation and made your way to a ship that supposedly had lost documents on it that could make a certain man in Saltmarsh rich. You guys retrieved these documents after finding out that the ship had been taken over by this half-orc man who seemed to have a thing for spiders, worshipped Lolth, and the ship was promptly attacked by a octopus that you guys slayed and then sunk the ship to the bottom of the sea.
By lead.
And then
It sure
ate.
was. And then ate, which was gross, but pretty hard. You guys made your way back to Saltmarsh, bringing Aubric his documents back. He transferred it over at the bank, gave you guys a cut 15,000. You guys now have a lot of money, but before leaving, Chyna stayed behind to learn more about what Aubric knew of her past. Something that she herself does not even remember.
How much money does each person have? Because I have like 2,100. You guys should have a little bit more. Is that right? Okay.
Well, I spend mine a lot, so.
Yeah.
He says, as we left off last time, "It's your sister. You always wanted to find her. That was the one thing you were always telling me. Was, I don't remember this guy's voice, but I think it was more up here. Maybe, I don't know. He was a very fine gentleman. There we go. All right. It was your sister. You always wanted to find her. You always told us that was your mission. I don't know how you got into my crew, but a few favors were pulled with the nobles here, specifically Gellin. He made sure that you were on my ship, and I didn't think it was for good. I wasn't there when it sank, but you were, and I'm surprised you don't know much about it. You worked with me for a few months, and that's all I really know. But it was Gellin who seemed to know you the most. I assume you've spoken with him.
Have not yet, so.
You're certain?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
How long have you not had your memories?
At this point, with all the traveling, it's been a couple weeks, but I haven't been in town a whole lot during that time.
A couple of weeks and he hasn't spoken to you. He seemed to know you very well.
Okay, I'll have to try and find him then. I think maybe some of the people in the crew know him, I think. I'll have to see.
Very strange. You are a completely different person. You were very hard-headed, focused, fiery, threatened many people. You wanted to get what you wanted. You seem to care about her a great deal. Do you remember her name?
I don't remember anything.
Her name's Ayla. That immediately sounds familiar. Incredibly familiar. It's like at the tip of your tongue, but you can't seem to place it anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You don't seem to know much. Just it's like it's there, but you can't get it, and it's so frustrating. It's a shame. I wanted to know more about you. You were very mysterious. Well, you didn't share your details with anyone. Seemed to have come from nowhere. Showed up in Saltmarsh. Galen put you right on my ship. You worked for me. I have no idea why.
Seems like this is the second time now then.
You might want to talk to him about more details then.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Don't forget that I've done this for you, in case we end up being enemies or something.
I'll try not to forget again.
Right.
I didn't do the first time, but at least I didn't think so.
Good luck to you, and I hope you learn more about yourself.
Thank you.
Alright, you make your way out. Where do you go?
Let's see what other people are doing.
We all
Write some
load our
stuff
gold
down.
onto the ship.
You load your gold onto the ship?
Yeah,
Sounds
because
good.
He didn't pay us in platinum, the bastard.
No, I paid you in solid gold. Alright,
I
you guys make your
shovel
way to
all
the
of
ship.
mine into my bag of holding.
Okay.
Close it. Thanks, kids.
Okay, you guys load all your gold onto the ship.
What's the name of the sister again?
Ayla.
How do you
And
say
you
Nice.
remember how to spell it.
Okay.
E-I-B-H-L-E-A.
Okay.
Taste your own medicine.
H-L-E-A.
L.
That's Ayla.
Okay, cool.
I can't tell if that's actually like how it's.
It is.
Jacob.
I did a lot of research.
So the same thing with me.
Alright. How is it? One more time, just for.
E-I-B-H-L-E-A. It looks like E-I-B-Leah, but it's Ayla.
Name's Ahab.
Yeah.
And it's not Ahab.
Ahab Leah.
It's
Ahab.
it looks like Ibleah.
It's Abe Leah.
Ableah, yeah, but it's Ayla.
Captain S.
She's
Ahab.
the
Oh, don't worry, I got
alternate
more.
universe version of Abe Lincoln.
Why?
Just wait till you find your parents,
It's Tyler's
maybe.
fault.
Every time I come up
Queen
with a
of
name,
Mars.
it has to do some sort of like
Oh,
focus
they
on
have
it.
meaning.
Hello, you know.
They have meaning.
Cool.
Alright, well, I got 2 mistresses I have to pay a visit, and 1 I owe an explanation.
You have 2 mistresses in Saltmarsh
Sounds like he has 3.
already?
Only 2?
Does mistress imply you have a wife, too?
That's open for debate.
Do you have a wife or no?
Can we have this debate now?
If you manage to make your way to a church after a full week of flat carousing, after a really successful voyage, are you bound by that?
Yes.
I didn't understand this question.
If you make a mistake in front of a priest, well, you are completely shit-faced. Are you married?
Yes.
You guys have to go to the priest to get married?
Then I have to make a 4th visit.
Yes.
I will be busy.
And
Go
getting
to it.
unmarried?
Go to a
Yeah.
priest.
You turn around and bump into China.
Why?
Why do people
Milady.
keep
You have to go in front of
I was
the
purely
gods.
distracted by
and the
your
gods
beauty.
seal plead
But now
to-
I have to leave.
Be united with one person forever. Forever.
I'm gonna go do some carousing
It's-
again.
You
Are
typically
you
also
carousing for hoes?
pay a small fee.
That is definitely.
Get a
I'm
little piece of
recounting with
get a little
others.
piece of paper.
Well,
It has your
carousing.
husband's
We
name
used
on
to
it,
do
your
that.
name on it.
I've got plenty on the ship already.
It's even worse
What?
if you want a divorce.
carousing on the ship?
No.
First, he tells them to sweep the deck, and then he
Sometimes you
just
can
bones
get
all
a
of them.
little ad in
one.
the paper. This person married this person on this day.
Methodical.
Well,
Including the old man.
Why would people care
including
about
that,
marriages
yeah.
that nobody knows? Like,
Especially.
You
People like to
respect
flaunt
me,
what
you
they
get
have.
fucked by me. I know you, you know me, we love each other, but we also do.
it's not worth
That's
it.
how we stay together as a
What?
crew, you see.
Getting married.
We're bonded now.
well, it
Also,
sounds
we
like
all have
something
AIDS,
that-
but We're all bonded together.
That's a sad
Damn
point. I know a good cleric in
Okay,
town.
this is.
Sounds like something that what?
It just sounds like a waste
You want to
of
do the downtime activity.
time.
Oh, okay. Sure.
If you know what you want, why do you have to
I think
go?
there's specific ones.
Yes, there are.
I don't know.
Really? How do you know that?
Some of you
Because
guys
we
things
went over
like
this last time, and I asked if there were any specific to Saltmarsh,
culture.
and then it was yes, there are. All right.
I know you're right, but.
I assume we're taking a full week.
Is this downtime? Are we doing downtime?
Do you guys want to do downtime?
I'm down
Yes.
to take time.
I have
Sure.
You're down to take some time?
I'm going to say I'm doing the like look for like information kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
But instead of having the roll, I'm just gonna read and then, if that's cool.
Oh, you don't want to go hang out with my
you
boy?
still have to roll for it, dude.
I mean,
You can't just read the book.
but I want to be able to give them all the options in case we go for one, and then I'll roll as if like, okay, I'm looking to see if I can
What do you
find
wanna
out
research?
more information. Well, I have to first. I want to run by all the details of like which one do we want to go for,
are
and
you
then I
talking
want to research for the superior ship upgrades,
Oh.
and then I want to be able to research like the specific one that we're going for.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. Well, first I have that.
I didn't know you were doing the ship upgrades. I thought you were just going to be like, I'm going to research and then just read the book and then know it.
I am kind of doing that.
Yeah, but I'm letting you do that.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't know it was that specifically. Downtime.
Yes.
Carousing. Saltmarsh has several taverns that can provide plenty of opportunities for adventurers to spend their money on fine food and strong drink. Carousing gives the characters a chance to make contacts in town. Week of carousing costs 2d10 gold pieces as you lavish money on food and drink for yourselves and others. When carousing, pick a single tavern in town to frequent. At the end of the week, you earn a contact in town. You can have a maximum number of contacts in town equal to 1 plus your charisma bonus. The nature of the contact depends on the chosen tavern. The DM creates a specific contact, such as a bartender at the appropriate tavern or a specific person you have contact connected with. Optionally, the DM can instead allow you to declare an NPC as a contact when you meet them, provided that the individual fits the contact type. In this case, you recognize the NPC as a pal from your time spent carousing. In either case, the individual acts as a trusted friend and offers help as necessary, though they are unwilling to risk their life or possessions.
Did you really have to read all that?
Yeah?
Now
Why
I
do you-
know everything.
Yeah, I'm just explaining it.
Yeah. Okay. I spent 4 gold. As
It's also
my
nice for me to
gold.
know. So,
Well, yeah.
reading it for myself. Okay, what tavern are you frequenting?
Can you run me through those?
Snapping line, empty net,
Quick briefing.
snapping line, contact type, fishers, sailors, and laborers.
Okay.
Empty net, smugglers and criminals. The wicker goat, dwarves, and town guard.
We'll go to the first one.
Alright, so fishers, sailors, and laborers.
Mm-hmm.
So you spend a week there. What's your charisma bonus?
2.
2. So you can have a maximum of 2, but you gain 1.
No, it says 1 plus your.
You can have a maximum of that many. So if you get that many, those are how many you can have.
Okay.
So if you already have 2, you can't get any more. But for the 1 week, you just get 1.
Okay.
Anybody just gets 1. So you're looking. You start frequenting all of the taverns throughout the week, or just this tavern, Snapping Line. You try some of the claw wine. It's terrible.
It's always been
But there's a lot of very nice people here. People who are just honest, down to earth, trying to make a living, don't care too much about the politics of the town. They just want to live their life and make their money on the beautiful town of Saltmarsh.
Mm-hmm.
And so you speak with fishers and sailors, and there's
A couple of old acquaintances.
sure, and there is somebody who becomes your contact. This guy is a dude.
Does this just dominate any carousing roll?
Do you want to do a Xanathar's Guide roll?
Yeah, either that or the DM's guide. I assumed it would be that, and then in addition, I get a contact.
You were probably right. We
Yeah.
will do that.
I would like to think that, because that would be a very boring carousing session.
You're right.
While you're working through carousing, I would also like to carouse, but I would like to do something a little bit special.
With your
So
carousing?
you get me thinking, yeah.
So you're doing a middle class carousing, and it's actually pretty much exactly the same, except you just rolled and you get a contact. You get maybe more contacts. So go ahead and that does change it because you're in Saltmarsh. It changes it. You only get one because it's such a low population. Everybody's friendly enough that you gather the one contact. Though you can roll percentage on possibly having a complication. So make that percentage roll.
Let's get it. What do you think it's going to be?
Bad.
24.
14. 64.
64. Roll a d8.
I was right with one of the digits.
Yeah.
I just said bad.
6? Okay.
I make 6 enemies.
Make 2,000 enemies.
Yay. All of Saltmarsh.
Nice. So, okay. You make your way into the town. And you start every day you're making your way, you're making your rounds, snapping a line, talking to everybody there. And on one of the days, you meet this individual. His name is... That's not his name.
Okay.
His name is...
Poofart.
Poofart? Colton? His name's Poofart?
Name him Poof Heart.
His name's not Poofart.
Poofart.
It is... what is the name I'm trying to think of?
Wow, really original.
Pavarti.
Havarti cheese.
Hello, I'm Havarti. Havarti cheese. I make cheese.
I had a Tabaxi
It's
character
Pavarti, but it's spelled
Named
Poof.
Hot Cheese.
named Hot Cheese.
Oh yeah.
I love that name so much.
It's Pavarti, but it's spelled Poofart.
Oh, no.
Yes, that's it. I'm so sad I couldn't remember it. His name is Gunter.
Gunther.
How could you not? Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's alright.
His name is Gunter. And he is like a traveling not a mercenary, a traveling salesman who has stopped in Saltmarsh for the next few weeks. He plans on staying here for a while because he does little performances once a week. Out in the weekly market, he sets up a tiny stage and does like puppet shows. Sometimes he does like juggling. And you're like, this guy's weird. And he's like, we're best friends now. And you're like, okay. His name is Gunter Hubert Humphrey. But you can just call him Gunter. He's like a big fat dude with Yaga's hair.
Like a big fat.
Do you know Yaga's hair?
Yeah.
It was shaved on the sides, right on the top, curly. It's like that.
It's Jordan Roberts.
Kind of.
Okay.
Jordan Roberts he's fatter than Jordan. And he wears nobles clothing, and he talks you up, and he's just like, well, I have many people in town that I get along with, but also I have a couple of performances coming up this week. I could use a couple of extra hands, and your machinations that you've created, they could make quite a great show.
I'm not exactly a performer, Gunter, and as we've talked about, your crowd isn't exactly mine, so it's nice we have this connection.
You're right. I also know a lot of ladies in town.
Do tell.
Well, how about you help me with my performance tonight, and you can meet some of them.
Gunter, my friend, what do you need from me?
The night continues on,
right.
and as you make your way down, there's a quick cut to nighttime, and you're playing. It is like a stage play, and there's a bunch of people recruited for it, and you're like the cowboy character, and you're like, stop, criminal. I'm the marshal.
You will die by my hand.
How well?
I'm dirty.
You're like,
And the entire party is in the audience.
Yeah.
And they're all like, we have to go see his show, and you're like, I hate this.
He's probably a little proud.
You know?
Like, he doesn't know his acting is terrible.
Vara is unintentionally loud at all the wrong times.
Woo!
He's dead! No! You're like,
that's some great acting.
It's a beautiful romance story between that of a marshal in a town in the middle of the deserts and that of a strange tiefling woman.
I love you, Doris.
And I love you, but we could never be together. For we are different, and I am an outlaw, and you...
Doris, I could become an outlaw for you.
No. No, you see, my manslave,
What?
Jeremy, would never allow me to.
I will
He's
end
asleep.
Jeremy's life.
And then there's this epic fight scene where he executes this other tiefling, and then she falls for you, but at what cost? And so the end of the story is weird. It's like
a shit story.
what a strange, entertaining,
So I
yay!
take the piece of parchment and turn it around, directed by...
Gunther.
Gunter Humphrey,
It's Gunter Hubert Humphrey.
Humphrey von Wieselbert.
He added some.
Don't know why that's on the pamphlet, not your notes,
It's
but
not actually his name.
He just added it for flair.
Von Wieselbert.
everybody claps. Such a great performance, sort of.
Hey.
Play I've ever seen.
And at the end of the show, you guys kind of clean up, and he says, "All right, now we can go to where I always."
Why did the
Relax.
voice change, Gunter?
I don't know. I just really got into that performance there. Hey, speak like this now. Come with me, sir. And he leads you to the snapping line once again. And he has his own private room. And in this private room, he has
That tiefling.
that. And you two fall in love
Now
in
we're
real
doing
life.
this for real.
There you go.
It's
and
like shitty acting during.
you now have the contact. Gunter
Gunter Hubert Humphrey von Wieselbert.
and his assortment of actors
What are they
and
called?
fine women.
Lesbians?
What did you say?
He said thespian.
And
carnies.
his thespians.
Brodies.
Good job, you caroused. You can now call on him in your time of need, but he won't risk his life.
I call upon Gunter.
I need a woman.
You'll bring a woman to me out in the seas.
Little robot!
With a tiefling is like, my love!
I have brought you a woman. You're carousing as well?
However, I would like to spend a little bit extra if I have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to buy a couple barrels of ale, and I would like to carouse with the crew. And get to know the crew better.
Okay, make a persuasion check. This one I'll actually make you make it.
Careful with that cord.
I know.
I would just like to point out that we also have a crew member named Gunther.
That's right, this one's Gunter, not Gunter.
Gunther. Right,
Gunter.
right.
Gunty Guntag.
Yes.
Ganty.
15.
15.
Gunther.
You get a bunch of ale and food, and you carouse around
How
with.
much is that going to cost me?
2d10.
How much do you want to spell? Yeah, roll 2d10.
How much do you want to spell?
How much?
I don't know, not at all, because I can't do it, James.
I understand.
11.
You spent 11 gold. The crew is in really good spirits. They really, really respect a lot of you, and they have a good time. They really appreciate that you take care of them and all those kind of things. And you start to learn a little bit more about some of them. A lot of them come from humble beginnings. The old man is really weird, and they seem to really, really feel connected to the sea ghost.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Your loyalty doesn't necessarily go up with them just now,
It wasn't
but
intentionally. It wasn't to raise the loyalty. It was more
Sure.
just to get to know like specific members.
I don't have a list of members.
Do you want their
Spencer does.
names?
Do you have all? Of
I have
them?
every single name written down. Do you?
Sure, I would get their names. You want to just give me the paper?
There you go. That's what you get.
Radomir is my favorite.
Who?
Radomir.
Radomir.
Radomir. Because it
So
reminds me of
I just went
Radigan
through kind
from
of
the best
learning the
Disney
names.
movie ever, The Great Mouse Detective.
Okay. What else is everybody doing for downtime? You're doing your thing.
Well, yeah, but I need to talk to the whole crew first.
What's up?
Whole officers first.
All right. All the officers meet up one day.
You called?
Yeah, so I was thinking maybe we use some of the money to from that last job to upgrade the ship, but like pretty serious upgrade.
Like what?
What kind of serious?
Well,
Is this something necessary, or are you going to plate the fucking thing in our gold?
No, definitely not doing that. That's a waste of gold.
Be very
Glad
sure.
we agree.
To put jewels in the.
I feel like that makes us a bit of a target.
That's right.
Uh,
Keep my jewels to myself.
What'd you have in
Okay.
mind?
Well, there's a couple options to choose from. We could upgrade the hull. We could upgrade our movement, so we could upgrade oars or sails. We could upgrade our weapons, or there's other miscellaneous things I've been reading up on.
So you called us here to upgrade the ship for you? You didn't have something in mind?
Well, they're kind of like myths, and so I want us to pick one. Maybe we go and try and find out if it's true or not. For example,
Ship upgrade is a myth.
I could talk to my friend Crag.
okay. For example, one of the ones that I was looking into, it's called the Death Vessel, and basically it uses materials to upgrade the hull from the Shadowfell. And if anything comes within, they have to they get scared and they run away, and so we never get attacked. There's also another really cool one I like. It's called Living Vessel, where we imbue the wood with a living
A
kind
soul.
of Feywild, and
We
and then
have
it like
ethical
regains. It can
standards
grow
here.
like a tree and be like a tree on the sea. What'd you say?
You're a tree on the sea.
Well, I know we have
Imagine.
ethical standards. There's one that I heard that's really cool, but it would be like super messed up, which is it's called Bones of Endless Toil, and if anyone dies on the ship, they have to like live on a ship as a zombie for the rest of their lives.
You do that to this ship, I will kill you.
No, I'm not doing that one. I just thought it was,
All right.
interesting. It's like what you hear in like scary
I
stories.
like the first one.
The Death Vessel.
Yeah. Does that involve
It's just
selling away my soul for
no, it's
something?
just we have to
or-
I
go.
don't
We have to get
feel-
stuff from the
what about the
Shadowfell.
tree?
Other planes.
Sounds-
I like the tree one too.
How exactly does that work though?
Do you guys want like?
What does it do?
What's
Yeah.
this tree?
Could we do shadow retreat?
No, because you can like if it's the hull, you can only upgrade the hull with one upgrade, so you can't have.
But could you upgrade the
I just like
mast to be a tree and the hull to be shadow?
We could flavor it. But, so, this vessel's hull was crafted in the Feywild under the direction of Master Eladrin Shipwrights.
Eladrin.
Eladrin Shipwrights. It is a living plant, drawing sustenance from water and sunlight. Vines covered in thick leaves hang over its side, and the wood runs with fresh sap when damaged. The ship gains a +2 bonus to all Constitution checks or saving throws. As long as the ship has at least 1 hit point, it regains 10 hit points every minute.
It automatically heals.
Yeah.
That's nice.
You want to hear about the Death Vessel one?
Not
Sure.
so
I am
much.
poetry, so it might be.
Yeah, I thought you might like that one.
Yeah, I do a lot, especially if my people are the ones that made it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they can give us a discount.
How
You
do we-
can
I wouldn't want
automatically forego all of the gold and any requirements to get this one if Vara willingly immerses herself
No, we're not
into the ship,
Yeah. No,
forfeiting your character.
Do it.
But you'll get the upgrade.
Do it.
You'll live with us for the rest of your life
Wait,
and
all the
actually become
gold?
part of the tree.
Don't-
Or become part of the ship.
Don't think about it.
All my weapons and
I would.
gold, you dastard.
That's what made Abadir's
And you
tree.
can never come back.
And if our tree ever burns, you burn too.
We're witnessing
Oh,
an
no.
evaluation of self-worth.
That constant debate of I have a new character I really like. Should I just kill off my character now?
It's not that I want to kill her off. It's like she
Can you
actually
judge
might
me?
genuinely want to do that.
There's one I really like because
Well, she
I'd like to
died.
go explore the
Yeah.
Arctic one day, but it doesn't really make sense here in Saltmarsh.
What?
You know, if you decide to do that, I would recommend do it later.
It's called Frostlocked Hull. This upgrade replaces a ship's hull with supernatural ice drawn from the elemental planes. The hull and the other components of the ship are immune to cold damage but vulnerable to fire damage. The ship can also move at its normal speed over ice of any thickness, floating on the ice at the same depth as a wood and water.
Where the hell did you hear about all these?
That sounds cool.
Just,
I feel like I
over
would
time.
damage a ship just being armed.
I've served in the Marines for 20 years, so
Hey,
Marines
kinda hear
have
I like the
magical
clockwork
ships.
oars.
yeah, I do
By
too. But
foregoing all of that, would I like lose my sentience, or would I be aware as a tree?
You'd become a plant.
it's a living plant, though.
All plants are living.
So we'd question whether or not you retained your sapience.
It just I think you do just become a tree.
You can't
Oh,
express.
no, I wouldn't
whatever
be able to
sapience
sleep
you
at night
have.
on the ship. Is she watching me?
You feel like a
Is she
gentle
here?
caress of leaves.
Are you a ghost?
Of
It's-
Saltmarsh.
It's like the wall
It
just says.
simultaneously makes
Here.
sense and doesn't make sense.
That's
Or
why
do
Jacob
it.
proposed it as to not make sense.
You know, if Vara completes all the goals she wants to, gets to the end of her journey,
She doesn't have any. That's the thing. Her entire goal is to
What about
adventure.
the
Adventure.
that
Becoming a
imminent
tree or
doom,
becoming a
death,
ship is-
destruction
Yeah, how
that
she would become a ship. Like no one could ever.
you don't want to march against the fish guys, the Suhuigan or whatever.
Oh boy.
Anyways,
I
there's
think you'd
also
actually consider this. I mean, I'm not going to take it back. I didn't think you'd be like, all right.
I'm doing
Like,
it
whoa!
because she genuinely might do it.
there's also clockwork oars I heard about, which is it's through a combination of magic and clockwork. The ships sort of like the oars automate themselves, and you just have to pull a lever.
That's good.
That's what the sails are for.
I mean,
I guess.
well, having oars can help propel the ship faster.
Here's a
Speaking of
minor-
sails,
I have a minor suggestion
Control
first
okay,
to kind of narrow down what we're thinking about.
yeah.
You said this place is essentially riddled with pirates and that you don't rightly agree with them.
Yes.
What do you say we go hunt down a ship, see where we are lacking during this raid, and then upgrade that?
Pirates.
Well, you see, if we made it a death vessel, we would never have to.
How
they
are
would
we
all
gonna
be
make it
so
a death
scared.
vessel?
We would get materials from the Shadowfell, and then
You want to go to some magical plane that scares the shit out of
get that.
everybody.
the Shadowfell.
And just what do we do? Pull dirt out, walk back through a portal, throw it on the deck?
I mean, yeah, that kind of sounds like the gist of it.
Are you sure
Like
about that?
I'd much rather fight some pirates than go to a place whose name literally.
I mean, I'm down to fight
Darkness.
some pirates, but it does
I
feel a little
saw.
cruel to go search them out and then be like, "Well, we're here to kill you," and then
That's what they
Is
do.
that what you do anyways?
Well, that's what they do to
that's a
us.
good point. That's a good point. Yeah, that is what I do.
I mean, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with him more.
I agree with him too.
Well, these are all like
I can be very
ifs.
persuasive.
We can we
Yeah.
don't know we can actually do this, or that if it's
Yeah,
actually
you said that
possible,
you don't
right?
even know for sure. So we can-
Nothing's impossible. I held down a dragon with my bare hands, and we murdered it.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, but I don't know how to imbue.
No.
Which, by the way, I heard about dragon sails. You
I
can.
love that show.
Me too.
What? Are you talking about play?
Yeah.
Like
That
the
play
one-
sucked, by the way. Worst play I've ever seen.
How many have you seen?
Like over 20,
I was
probably.
told by some of the staff that my performance was more than admirable.
I'm sure it would have been a lot better if the play was well written.
Yeah, it was. It was. I think it was more the writer than it was.
Yeah, whoever
The
wrote that.
actors do this to me.
God.
Sorry, man. I didn't mean to.
So if you
I'm
make
happy
dragon
with
sails,
so.
you get a +3 to the AC for the sails, and then they have a resistance to whatever kind of scales you
So
use.
now we have to go kill more dragons.
I mean, if we want that, there's other
you
other
just
sail
kinda
upgrades we can
skipped
do.
over the fact that you killed a dragon with your bare hands.
Yeah, we did that like a few days before we met you.
Mhm.
Like the day before we
We
met
lost
you.
a child because of it.
We didn't lose a child. He
He
went.
didn't die.
He went home.
left.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
The fuck?
He was
It
cool.
was
You
a
would have liked
good
him.
time for us.
Yeah.
Alright. Well,
So I mean, do you guys want to go kill
I'd
some
very
pirates real
much
quick?
like to go hunting because if we go hunting, we have more funds to either fund our excavations into the land of fucking death.
I can go talk to Crag about the possibility of this even being
Who's
a
Craig?
thing.
Also,
He's
I
a
need to
very
talk to
handsome
about,
half orc that
yeah.
lives up in the cemetery.
What kind of handsome?
Do you want to come with me?
A little bit.
I do think you all find that unless we fight very formidable pirates, it'll seem as if we have no weaknesses. We did.
Let's go talk to those pirate princes or whatever.
Pirate princes?
Yeah, the princes of pirates or whatever they're called. Pretty pirates,
Would I know
something like
about
that.
Everybody knows about the sea princes.
Sea princes,
Okay.
not pirate princes.
Maybe not you.
Pirate princesses.
And maybe not you.
I. Mm,
Talking about Tyler, because Tyler has no memory.
Gosh dang it.
You would have heard me mention them once.
Yeah, yeah.
About the ship.
the ship.
Well, I don't think that we want to go and introduce ourselves and then raid their stocks.
Yeah. Kind of
It's also really hard to find people on the ocean.
true.
Best thing to do when you're hunting pirates, if you plan to work on any ship anywhere, is whether or not you succeed, you wear a mask.
I wear one every
Okay,
day.
I'm working.
Yeah.
So are you gonna go talk to Craig and then
Yeah.
we're gonna go hunt pirates?
I'll talk. I have somebody I need to talk to as well. Too. So.
Are you gonna
Does
need
anyone know a person named Galen?
Galen?
Galen.
Yeah.
Or Gellin?
I know Galen.
I know Gellin.
Might be him. I don't know.
Gellin Prime Water?
What's your
I
business?
just know I can pronounce things weirdly. Probably. I just know the name.
Well, what's your business with him?
He might know something more about my past.
Yeah,
Probably Galen.
I should.
he's like my boss, kind of. Second to you.
Friend of mine. And very well, man pays attention.
Well,
So we're gonna go meet this handsome half-orc. And,
I'm gonna go try and find pirates.
pretty sure we're gonna
I
do
can,
that together.
I can
Well,
ask
follow
around.
him?
We can get an audience with
What's your
Gellin.
plan?
that'd be nice.
I'm gonna go undercover.
He's more of a.
Alright.
You
like,
come
try
to
and
him when he's ready for you to
ask
come
and
to
find
him.
out where their hideout is.
Maybe that's
How
why I'm
good's
talking
your
to him.
cover?
Apparently he knew me, so.
He knows a lot of people.
I mean, I just put on an eye patch usually, and then a big mustache.
You know, one thing I like about the captains that I serve is when they don't die.
Mm-hmm.
And that sounds like a terrible idea.
I have never died, so I'm doing pretty good on
Have
that.
you ever walked into a group of pirates with an eye patch and a fake facial?
Well, I mean, I hit out on their ship once and then killed all of them. So that was
All right.
without the eye patch.
You probably know what you're
And the
doing now. Let's
mustache.
go meet this sexy ass half-orc.
All right. I gotta go down to the docks first, and then we can go up to cemetery.
Might as
He
well
might
accompany
actually
you.
he might actually be with Eleander right now. What time of day is it?
Is Eleander the
He's the
you just talked to?
So
the head of the guard.
No.
Oh.
That's Elias
Is that
the
old
guards.
dude?
Hello.
Oh.
Yes.
That's one I.
3 p.m.
Okay, then he's still at the cemetery. I'm gonna go find Trevor Daggertides at the docks if I can, or anyone that I know can get word to Gellin, besides him, because Gellin likes him more than me, and that sucks.
So you want to try to get to Gellin.
I want to try to get an audience with Gellin, but I know that you have to do something to.
You need to like literally work for him all week and then make a
Yeah,
persuasion
I
check
know.
at the end of the week.
I'm gonna try to get a word to him that
Make a
someone from
persuasion
his
check.
past called Chino wants to talk to him. That's basically, I'm trying to get that message to him. Not that I want to talk to him personally, but someone else does.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
I'd step into your place if you'd allow. Alright.
She does not allow.
Persuasion 21.
Okay. You get the message
Okay. I don't wait
the
for
next day.
Oh.
You get a return message. What's his name? Trevor.
Trevor Daggertides.
He comes back to you, finds you on the ship, actually, your ship. He says, he wants to speak with you.
With me?
Yes.
And not with Chino.
He said, I told him the message and then he said for me to send for you.
Oh, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. Alright, let's go.
Okay. He leads you off the
Does he
ship.
seem mad?
I don't know.
Okay.
Leads you over towards his mansion. Now I need everybody to leave the table.
Uh-oh.
She's going to Gellen's mansion?
Yes.
And is this during our weeks of carousing?
Yes.
Okay.
There's probably gonna be like 2 weeks of downtime.
Okay.
Would you have gone directly to Galen?
I don't know where he is. I'm not.
Okay, alright, never mind.
Let's all go out on the front balcony and see who can see the farthest.
Ew.
I'm gonna go pee into the toilet.
Damn, outside.
Yeah.
You're led into his mansion. He's sitting at a desk. Brings you in. And he's kind of sitting down. His hat's tipped down. You can see his kind of sharp white beard.
Mm-hmm.
Thin frame. Older looking face. Kind of takes the hat off and puts it down.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Shut the door." And that's not my voice. "Shut the door."
I shut the door.
He's talking to Trevor.
Oh.
"Leave us be."
Oh boy.
"Tell me everything."
About what? Gina? I met her, nearly a month ago now. She doesn't know who she is or where she came from.
"Why does she want to speak to me?"
Albrecht told her that you hired her to work on his ship and that you might know more about her past. She's just trying to figure out who she is.
Damn fool.
Is she not meant to know?
No. You need to keep that a secret.
Of course.
But she knows, I'm assuming, that I know about her, right?
That's what she believes now.
Ah,
You
well,
could sow a seed of doubt in her mind if you make Albrecht seem less trustworthy.
there's no way to get her out of here. What if we made her look too suspicious?
Yes.
What does she know? She just knows that I
She
made her
knows.
work for Albrecht?
She knows her name. She knows that she worked on Albrecht's ship. She came to me yesterday, asked if I knew who you were, because I don't know how she knew who you were. That Albrecht told her that you would know more. You could bring her here. You could lie.
I'm just waiting for Tim. It's all good.
Get out of the house, Tim.
I can't.
Leave town for a while.
I can't do that.
What's stopping you?
There are very, very powerful people who are at play here that I have no control over.
Like Gina?
She's kind of like a missing link.
She's...
She was supposed to just not do anything, but I forgot that Albrecht was here.
You
And
take
that
her
he would say
memory?
After. God damn.
Did you take her memory?
No.
Do you know who did?
Yeah. And I dare not tell you.
I understand. Am I in danger being near her?
You might be.
Should I look
You
out
don't
for
know who
anyone?
she was, or who she may still be. That whole thing could still be a ploy,
Thing.
but she's dangerous. Very, very dangerous.
Is there
She
anyone?
has a lot of friends in high places.
Should I look out for anyone?
I can't tell you. If I tell anyone anything, I'm dead.
I understand.
But then again, if she doesn't know, I also might be dead. I don't know what to do. She just wasn't supposed to remember.
She doesn't remember. I don't know if that's more dangerous than her knowing. She's very adamant about finding out.
Either I help her and appease her side and ruin the power and ruin my name, or lie to her and invoke their wrath. Either way, I'm a dead man.
I don't know how to help you. I don't know anything about her.
Tell her.
Tell her what?
Tell her what I'm telling you now. The choice I have to make. And let her make it. It's her destiny to begin with anyways. I shouldn't be the one. I did it once and I shouldn't have. It was my life on the line. He kind of steps forward and he looks down and he kind of puts his hand on the table. You have to understand. She was going to kill me.
Why?
I can't tell you. But you need to watch out. She's dangerous. Tell her the choice I need to make. Bring her here or keep her away. It's her choice.
Okay.
And if I die, remember that all I wanted to do was help Saltmarsh. Be on your way.
The choice is up to her, though. She can come here or forget it. She ever heard your name?
It's dangerous to know things. She might be better off not knowing.
I'll let her know.
You leave. All right, go get him.
Just everyone, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wee. What did this little lady do?
Hey guys, what's up?
Let's go.
How you doing?
All of you.
The slow, silent opening of the door.
Oh, Gina.
Alright, Jacob. I hope you know. We were formulating a plan on how to potentially.
He really wants to do the living.
Yeah, I know he does.
I know it's dumb, but
That's right, that's this game.
it genuinely makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask you to do something for me? It's a little uncomfortable.
What?
Can I ask you to do something for me? That's a little uncomfortable.
Sure.
Alright.
Shimmy.
We might have to cut this out. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Do I?
It's just really quick. Is there dirt on my butt?
Look at my
Like
ass.
on the end of your shirt.
Alright, thanks.
Yeah.
We're definitely leaving that in.
Alright, that's fine.
Okay. Rosalie
Okay.
comes back during the day.
Anything interesting you want to bring to light for us? Or we can talk on the way up to your friend.
Gina. I don't know who you were or what you did, but he's very afraid of what you could do or what they could do. And I don't know what it means because he wouldn't tell me what it means. Because he said that either you would kill him or they would kill him. So he's given you the decision to remain unknowing, or you can go up to his estate and he will let you know what he knows.
I don't even
And
know
that-
what.
Either way, he will probably die.
Who?
Gellin Primewater.
Any more details you have for the rest of us that's Bit of an important turn of events.
That everything he did was for Saltmarsh, but I don't know what he did for Saltmarsh. And that he's not the one who took your memory, but he knows who did. I think he said that.
So Gellen's already made peace.
He said that either way he's a dead man. Or he supposes he'd be a dead man, and that you were just supposed to forget. But I don't know what that means.
Did it sound like he knew how long he had?
No.
Maybe it wouldn't be the ones I didn't talk to.
I mean,
He's waiting.
Maybe if you get your memory back and it's not as bad as what he claims it is, we can help him. I don't know what type of man he is, but
He's a good man from what I know.
Good in the relative sense. He's a just man.
He's definitely not a
Well, if he
loyalist,
thinks that
but
you're gonna fucking kill him when you get there, he pulls out a piece of paper and quill, starts writing a note, folds it up.
Okay.
Give this to him.
can lead you to his mansion if you want. His estate.
should anyone else come along in case he tries to...
I don't think he'll try to hurt her. He's afraid of you. He's an old man.
Yeah, but in the wilds, like, cornered beasts are known to do strange things. If he views himself as cornered with nowhere else to go,
Cornered beasts do that for their own defense. If he has made peace with his gods, he doesn't have a defense.
but we don't know if he's done that or not. He might have said things, but
Grave
People can-
expressions speak for themselves.
people can have change of hearts. I do all the time.
Do you want protection, my lady?
I think I need to do this alone.
All right.
If something happens, you guys will know.
Try to
You
give
know
my
what
letter to him before you kill him.
I have no intention of doing it because I don't even know what's going on.
Do you
Exactly.
roll insight on that statement?
Yes.
Insight. 13.
Ooh.
I rolled a 20 down here, guys.
You look over at Chena and just kind of gather what she feels. Very difficult to tell. Although it is hard to push past the pure idea and emotion she feels of pure unknowing and confusion. Maybe that's true. Maybe she's really good at it.
Alright. I can lead you there and then I'll leave.
You guys, you can probably go speak to your quote-unquote handsome orc.
I got a couple things I gotta wrap up. We do that tomorrow?
Sure.
Right.
I want to look more into this tree ship thing.
Tomorrow we'll go talk to Craig. He's probably gone up to Leander's estate for the night.
Yeah, definitely.
Enjoy your visit.
Don't die.
I'm gonna try not
It's
to.
the second time in a week I've had to tell you that.
I'm not looking forward to it.
To dying or to go?
The dying part. I'm not necessarily looking forward to going either,
It's not
but
that
I
bad.
need to. So,
Alright.
Alright. Now or never.
Make your way out of the captain's quarters,
Lead her down to 15.
and you bring right on the docks. It's literally right on the docks. It says Prime Water Mansion. You head over, go into the door and knock. And Gellin actually answers. He opens the door. He kind of nods. And he just... So, you've chosen then.
not much of a choice for me,
Alright.
especially if what you say is true.
Can I get everybody to leave again?
Goodbye.
Sorry.
Okay. I'll
This is
give
a
a.
fun game.
I'm sorry, it's
I'm
secrets.
not gonna play him, actually. I'm glad we got to play out a tiny bit. As long as we get to murder some
I
pirates.
think this is the
Oh, you'll
first.
get to murder some pirates.
I think this is the first time in any game
You've gotten a.
I've gotten a.
Single
You get a
thing.
secret moment?
A secret moment.
I get them too.
Ooh.
I don't want to kill some pirates. I want a tree ship.
Don't.
I don't want to kill the pirates. I just want to make my character into a tree ship.
You make your way inside. Leads you over to a room, the desk. And he sits down. A few candle lights burning. No, 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 no. Sure. No. No. Maybe a wrong playlist. This one? No. Hmm? Hmm. No. Oh, yeah. Okay. Alright, sorry. Really gotta pick the right
Yeah,
music.
it has to be.
He sits down and he says, I talked to Rosalie. How much do you know? Oh, and before you,
Mhm.
man, hat, feather in it, he's taking it off and put it down on the desk. Before you is a man with white hair pulled back like a ponytail,
Mhm.
a neatly trimmed beard, is also white, very sharp eyes, older gentleman,
Mhm.
in noble's clothing.
Mhm. Not a whole lot. I know that apparently you helped get me a job on the Emperor of the Waves for Albrecht. I know I was looking for my sister, supposedly. I know supposedly that I was taken by dark figures sometime after the storm and gotten and was not willingly stripped of my memories. That's more or less it.
I know about that. All of it. Are you sure you want to know? You may not like who you were.
If I don't, then I have the opportunity to change it.
Well, that's good at least.
Right now, I'm working on nothing.
There are very powerful individuals at hand here in Saltmarsh. Many of them don't want their plans ruined. You are going to ruin those plans. You are going to kill me. You are going to kill the council. You are an assassin. And those people, not us, but they took care of you. They stripped you of everything, left you in the forest. Figured you were dead, but you seem to be alive. Most of us have been playing dumb. We didn't want you to find out. I'm at the end of my rope with two very powerful people. One of which, if I even utter their names, they'll kill me. Or worse. The other being the Sea Princes. Supposedly the ones we assume who sent you to kill us. We don't know why. You wanted to go work for Albrecht. You came to us. After coming to Saltmarsh to look for some work. You were very focused on Albrecht. You told me your plan. You were to steal his money, his papers, for the Sea Princes. I have an obligation with the Sea Princes. I don't work for them. But my name, me, holds a meaning with them. So I set you up with Aubric because you paid. And you were going to take his money. Storm came over a ship, though. And then you came after us. That's about the extent that I know.
So,
I have other details if you want to know them. It's a really long story.
I mean, anything. Yes. But, well, let me just get this straight first off. I worked for pirates to take the money from Aubric, who I just got the money for now.
Well, you really fucked up your own plans then.
Well, as I said, I have no memory of this. I now have no affiliation to anyone. Even though I'm learning what I did know, but I'm still a clean slate.
Alright. We learned that you were under really powerful spells. Apparently, they didn't even really need to cast too many spells to get you to forget. As soon as you came out of it, you didn't remember anything. They actually figured you would die, but you didn't. It's been a nasty side effect for you to forget. I don't know what you were under or what was happening. I'm just glad you don't still want to kill me. Unless you find out more. I'm too afraid to tell you. I fear for my life, but I feel like it's over anyways.
I mean, I'm gonna search out anything I can. I'll have to rebuild my life somehow.
I don't know what you needed that money for, but it was a lot. And you needed it to fund something.
I have my guess. But not like it fully matters now.
You're saying you're gonna go after it then?
The money?
No. Your past.
Yes. Not that I want to necessarily take it up again, but at least know where I came from. It's better to know than to be left in the dark.
I'm sorry for what we did to you. It wasn't my choice. We had to protect ourselves, and I feel wrong.
I mean, yeah, it was, but I was trying to kill you, I suppose, unless I had a damn good reason.
People who did this to you. They're called the Scarlet Brotherhood. They're like talking to somebody downstairs. They are powerful beings. Dangerous. And they know everything, and they're going to take over. They have plans, they don't get meddled in them, and they're the ones that took your memory.
Those are the dark shapes, dark figures, sorry.
Yes. They likely know we're meeting now. Plan on killing me somehow. To set you in the right direction on somewhere that you could possibly get anything back, because I want to help you as much as I can. You ran on a ship with the Sea Princes, but you seem to be loyal to one. It was called Loyalty's Brand. The leader of that ship, pirate captain, one of the Sea Princes. His name is Sumanog. That name sounds incredibly familiar to you. I've only heard myths about him. Never seen him on my own. All I know is that he's a being of fire. Hails from the elemental planes.
Sounds similar to me then.
He's an Afridi. And I wouldn't be wrong to believe that I think he's your father. I don't know what he wanted, or what he was doing with you, or why you wanted to find your sister, or what you needed the money for. But I'm certain he knows. I'm surprised he hasn't come to find you. I figured he would have killed all of us already. Either way, I've got a lot of targets on my back.
So does he.
That's all I know.
I thank you for your honesty. At least I hope it is.
I hope you find a new path. That's the best I can hope for. And if I die, or something happens to me, just know that I cared about Saltmarsh.
So Wesley said you don't think there's any way of us being able to help you?
Not unless you want to take on a full conspiracy operation running out of almost all of Keeland. You best just leave this old idiot to die. Safer for you.
Probably is. I'll be interested to see what the captain thinks of that.
Well, let him know.
Before I go, seems like your friend wants me to hand over the letter that Cyrus gave me.
Thank you. He kind of nods and he looks very, forlorn. Just not really knowing what to think, confused, but also kind of content.
Pretty much the same way I look.
Alright.
I wish you luck.
You too.
Let's see if we can make something out of this then. Hopefully it doesn't end the way you expect.
Oh, not. Alright, go get him. Well, don't worry, I got one more bit for you, but you gotta bring him in.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you to send me how to spell all the names of the people.
The dude I just told you about?
Mainly, yeah.
I'll tell you.
Which dude?
Ready?
A second. Let me get to the.
Let me take notes too.
No.
No.
Okay.
SUMAN
UV.
AN
ADH.
AD.
Ah, yes, Jeff.
Yes, pronounced Jeff. No, it's pronounced how I said it. Cheetah makes her way back to the ship. It is about sunset at this point. Well, the sun is set by this point.
Okay.
She makes her way back. You're all kind of on board, almost kind of waiting for her. She makes her way back over to the ship, and as soon as you see the ship, after hearing what you just heard, there's an immediate flash to your memory. Something you remember. Kind of fades in and out, almost as if your vision is betraying you as you see these flashes instead. You see the ship, then you remember a different one, on fire, bodies everywhere, a second ship sitting in the distance. You look over and you see Hemo, kind of turns and you see his uniform, thing he wears. And that immediately goes back to your memory of seeing dozens of other people just like him dead. Sinking ships in the distance, all of them on fire. It's a horrific memory. That's what you remember. Sheena kind of awkwardly stares at you for a few seconds. Probably doesn't realize she's doing it.
I winked at her, but
You wink at her,
she was looking down at her phone.
and then she,
I'm taking out shit ton of notes I have to take.
I know.
That's our sending
the
stuff.
wink kind of brings you out of it.
He's ready to go looking for you. He's gonna like fly over there.
Well, you don't need to. Yes, are you?
Find out what you needed to find out.
I did.
Get my note.
You did.
Any chance I can speak to him after right now?
Let me see.
Hey, what did the note say?
Yeah.
Because I don't know. And she handed it to him. He's like, thanks.
I don't know.
So thanks for the memories.
You
Dang.
Fallout Boy now.
I mean,
That's an oof.
I didn't kill him, so.
Did someone else kill him?
No, at least not when I
yet.
left.
You drink some fucking poison or something?
No.
Alright.
Tell Cersei. I want her to know it was me.
I mean, there are people after him.
Like who?
A lot.
I think you and I both
Oh,
know
yes.
to some extent.
I mean,
You don't have
can we
to
talk in your quarters? I'd rather not say this on deck.
Sure.
Alright.
Alright.
Oh, are you having a meeting? Says Carl.
Carl, get the fuck out of here right
Okay.
Sorry, this is not for offers. This is for very specific people.
Mosey on over to him and give him 2 copper.
I don't need your copper.
Alright, Carl, then I'm going to be a bit more forceful with you from now on.
What does that mean?
I'm saying if bribery doesn't work, I'm just going to be blunt. Tell you what I need and you're going to do it.
He's an officer. You're both the same rank.
He's Carl.
He is Carl.
He is Carl.
Okay, and
I
who
tend
else?
your wounds and the ship and everybody else's wounds.
We
You don't want
appreciate
my
that,
money,
Carl,
Carl.
but right now we
I
don't
don't want
need
your
you.
money. I heard you get paid by the captain.
Carl, I still love you.
It's okay, I will leave.
I really like your accent.
Yes, it's great.
A bit too honorable for my taste.
All right. Close
You
the
guys
door.
make your way into the captain's quarters and close the door.
You should know I have a really big megaphone thing where like anything we say in here gets amplified
The
and
hell's
it
a
goes out to the
megaphone?
whole ship. It's like, so you know how like old people, they have that thing that you stick in the ear
Yeah.
and then you talk to it.
It's
like
like a
that.
horn or a
So
trumpet or
yeah,
something.
and then it goes and like it's a little
Oh,
bit-
really?
that way if I want to give commands,
Really?
I can just do it here while I'm laying down.
Do you actually have that?
I've heard
No, I don't.
Okay.
there's this paladin speak like 3 men at once, shouting at you.
Really?
Yeah, learn something like that from him. There you go.
I should try that.
So you're friends with?
Yeah.
Um.
I
I'd
don't
say
know,
I know
friends.
him.
Well, you're friendly.
Yeah.
Do you care what happens to him?
Yes.
Well, he does
I'm
pay
okay,
me
you
on
too.
occasion, so yes.
Well, seems him and I are both caught up in
Some shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, past me.
Past you is okay. That implies still you because they don't care that you lost your memory, whoever it is. Whatever.
Well, those are some of the people who might want to try and kill me.
Well, you've pretty much explained you've learned a lot in the recent days, and I think for all of our safety, what you're alluding to needs an explanation.
Do you have names?
Let's just start from the beginning. Work to the names from there.
Apparently there's a group of quote-unquote powerful beings that I don't know exactly what they want, but apparently they quote-unquote take over.
The material plane? Our plane?
Well, this area, yeah, it's throughout Keelan. The ones that they're the ones that took my memory. Well, this is a side
Describe these
effect.
beings.
All I know them as is dark figures.
Something like a.
Shadows?
What's that? Yeah, that
I don't know.
Shadowfell.
I am being told. I got that description from a frog, so
What?
Fuck.
don't.
I thought wasn't talking to animals my job.
No, I did not talk. I did not talk to the
Maybe
frog.
it was a druid.
It was a druid who was talking to the frog.
Do you need mushrooms?
So
on
the
way
frog
there?
didn't tell you.
No,
That's
no,
the
the,
druid's
the
voice.
frog told the druid.
I
The
feel
druid
like we've
told
had
me.
this conversation
Yes, we've had this
before.
conversation.
By the way, great job with it.
Oh,
I
thanks.
like how you brought it in.
Cool.
Did the druid do any mushrooms?
Probably. They. I don't know exactly what they want, but all I know is that they will likely try and kill him for him telling me what he knew about my past.
How do they know that you said anything? That he said anything?
Apparently they know. They just know things.
When he says he's like a dying man, is it like he's been poisoned, or he just thinks he's going to be killed soon?
Killed.
Okay. We could just camp out at his place.
Or we could try and bring him on board. That's what was my mouth thought.
That's a good idea too.
Or like
Set sail for a while.
I would be.
Another-
happy
Do we trust
with
him?
that.
Another thing,
Did you say yeah?
this will be
I'm thinking.
interesting to see your reaction, Emo.
Very good at reactions.
Yeah,
one of my many
some
skills.
chance.
Apparently I'm at least connected, if not a part of the very people that we were going to try and hunt down some of.
What pirates?
The pirate princess?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you were the pirate princess.
This is good. I mean, we can use that.
What do you mean, use that?
Were you among their ranks or something?
Kind of?
What the hell do you mean? Kind of?
Potentially. Unconfirmed, because I haven't confirmed it for myself, but this is what he, Galen, guessed. I have been the daughter of one of the princes.
This is really good. This is really like
This is.
What do you
good.
mean?
We're taking
Good.
this surprisingly well.
yes.
All right.
There's two options here. One, we act as if we're holding her for ransom.
Okay.
Second option is you pretend to be the captain of the ship. We go in and then just kill all of them.
You want to kill her family?
I'm gonna say, wouldn't that
Yeah, do you have a
mean
problem with that?
killing her?
Kinda.
You didn't remember them, so I didn't think it would be a big deal.
Captain, will you allow
Remembering
me?
them and gaining my memories back are two very different things.
I mean, I want to kill my family, so I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have assumed things like that.
No,
Everyone
I
wants to
have-
kill their family.
Will you
Currently,
allow
my
me to
family's already
speak
dead,
my
so-
mind?
What?
Will you allow me to speak my mind?
Yeah, I wasn't stopping you.
I think you have a very, very inflated sense of self-worth. You think you can just drive a boat up to the... How many of them are there? Probably
Too
6
many.
to 12.
To count?
Mhm.
Too fucking many. Just kill all of them, because we have one descendant of one.
Well, yeah, you're right. It probably wouldn't be smart to go right into their base and
What
just try
do
and
you
murder all
know
of them.
about them?
What
right
about
now?
pirates? That I'm good at killing
The
them.
princes.
What do I know about the princes?
They're dangerous. They were formed out of Saltmarsh. Like, this is where their origins were,
Mhm.
and they.
Is this like once the Kalen was fighting their war, the pirates sort of took form, and then these guys were the ones that sort of made it a what's it called?
The Sea Princes
Organized
start-
crime.
Yeah, organized crime, but then they took it for themselves and went like, why don't we just become our own faction? We're the Sea Princes. Now they rule over the seas.
Yeah,
So
that's
they're
organized
the
crime.
guys who essentially fucked up Saltmarsh and made the king or whatever
The sea.
give it more attention.
So it started when the Keelan started moving more and more north.
Mhm.
So Saltmarsh was like, oh, okay, well we can start doing our own thing. So they started smuggling. Smuggling is against the law. So they started, and it got even bigger and bigger. So born out of the smuggling were the Sea Princes, who after Keelan started taking into effect, hey, you guys aren't supposed to be doing this. They were like, well, then we'll become our own people and be the Sea Princes, and we'll stop you, and we want to be our own free people. They're like anarchists.
Do they have any sort of moral code?
Yeah, they have a moral code, but they're pirates. So
Yeah.
they're like we are going to be whoever we want to be, but also we're pirates, so we're kind of evil, but
Pirates have a code.
Well, yeah,
They always have a
I was just
but-
gauging what type of pirates these were.
Yeah, but I mean, they're also. Who knows if they've lost their ways? Who knows? All really you regular people know is that if you boat out there for too long, or if you see a ship coming towards you with the sails, you're dead. Like, they don't take prisoners; they kill you and take your stuff.
Is that what you tell me?
Sure, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Well, there you fucking go.
I don't understand your point.
My point is, this isn't a fight for us. I think you're
You
overestimating.
understand, I've been doing this for 20 years, and I've
Hima,
never lost a man under my command.
Hima, does anything about burning ships ring a bell to you?
Other
History
than
check.
Ships that I've burned?
I'll make one too.
Go for it.
I have a Jacob memory, and I got a 4.
Hey, you get a point to your inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I'll
What'd
say
you
it
get?
wasn't something I was a part of.
All right. No. None of you guys really remember anything along the lines of that.
I just remember, ships that I burned.
Have a Jacob memory.
Why?
Because I had a flashback when I came back here after learning all this stuff.
Oh, are you getting more of your memory?
Did you burn
A
a
little
ship?
bit.
I mean, you were a pirate princess. Maybe you burnt a ship.
I'm sorry.
Maybe.
I mean, that would make sense. It's already like
I
5.
don't know.
I can only think in terms of if China knew if this was like a game, and it was like at that moment she knew, oh, I'm having a flashback. Like she's self-aware that was a flashback and not just her memory coming
I'm
back.
gonna deal psychic damage to you.
I'm sorry.
I mean, that's what we call flashbacks, is memories. That set of memories that we remember.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, is this going to be like a conflict of interest? Like, if we're like taking on these pirates, and then you see your dad,
Doesn't know what her dad looks like.
well, she might
I
if
know
she sees
kind of
him.
what he is.
You know who he is.
I know his name.
You know his
I
name.
know what parent race he is, but I don't know
What's
exactly
his
what it
name?
is. But
What's his name?
how do you pronounce it again?
Sumanog.
Sumanog.
It's a dumb name.
Do I know of Sumanog? Is this like
Now you can make a history check again.
Can I?
See if you don't have dumb brain.
I have dumb brain.
Dang
I got
it!
an 8. I got an 8.
8?
Yeah.
Oh,
Also got an 8.
an 8.
Can I
have
can
a
I make one?
+2 and
Yeah.
proficiency.
Cool.
I shouldn't.
History 18.
Okay.
Somehow you know. The pirate hunter doesn't, but
I mean,
You don't, so you can count another failure.
Oh yeah, I can.
And I'm going to say you two actually succeed, because you've lived here for so damn long. You should know the famous pirate Sumanog.
Yeah, and I work for the Marines for 20 years.
Exactly. And I'll say you know, because you haven't lived here very long, but you rolled really high. Sumanog is a terrifying name. One of the deadliest ships of the Sea Princes. So a lot of the Sea Prince ships are typically not like, as soon as you see them, you're dead. Some of them are like, I know that's how I describe them, but some of them are kind of just like, oh shit, there's some pirates
Is
over there.
Sumanog the name of the Sea Prince or the name of the ship?
The name of him.
Okay.
That's his name.
Okay.
The name of his ship is called
Sumonogamy.
Loyalty's Brand. You don't know much about him other than two things. He is renowned for burning ships. You don't know if he's got a freaking flamethrower on his ship or something, but he burns all of the ships he comes across.
Okay. The second thing.
He's an Afridi.
Oh my gosh.
Why?
then that's maybe why.
Yeah.
Also, why his daughter is a freaking fire lady.
It is rumored that his ship boils the sea wherever he goes. All of the fish turn up after being boiled alive in the ocean they live in. And that's like his trail. So if you're ever sailing and you see a ton of fish just floating on top of the ocean, that means Loyalty's Brand is nearby.
So China, let's just say we go, and then we say, hey, we got your daughter, and then he comes to meet us, and then I'm like, I'm gonna kill this guy. Or are you gonna be like, no, you can't do that, that's my dad?
He's just gonna
I
involve
don't
fire
know.
at our ship and then we'll die.
Well, I'm avoiding that part of the
Anybody else
hypothetical
is?
for now.
Well, that's the part of the hypothetical I think about. I don't want to
We're
die.
also gonna think about that.
Just
I
like
want to think about this. I want to focus on this part of it first. It's a multi-layered, tiered plan. We got this is one aspect we got to
Don't-
focus on.
I don't know. Probably.
Let's act it out.
I'll be honest, I also
You're-
don't want to get
you're
anything
su-
from fire at us.
You're a Sumanog.
Who's this?
You're
Her dad.
Her dad. You're in a Freedy. Imagine like
Wait, what?
Yeah, free to your fire people,
Yeah.
right?
yeah. So imagine you're like this fire guy, and then you're like, here's my daughter that I haven't seen in like a couple of years. It's a couple of years. It's been a couple of years,
I
right?
don't know how long
It's been a while since you've seen your daughter. You don't. You
At
think
least
maybe
2
she might be
months.
dead. Might be dead. You haven't seen her in a long time. Finally see her. I need you
But
to. You
just-
finally see your.
Just so you know, there's more to the story that I haven't told you still.
I totally forgot about something, and I totally meant to do this. Aubrek would have told you how old you are.
Okay.
Oh.
Because he would have asked, hey, do you even know how old you are? And he's like, no. He's like, well, I have a record. You're 31.
Okay. Cool. Perfect.
Okay, go. Scene.
Come on.
That's how you end it. Never mind.
Hey, I really don't want to.
Congratulations, you are alive against my expectations.
Sumnar, I'm gonna kill you for all the pirates you killed. Those were my brothers, and now you have to die. And this is my crossbow.
What-
I have it
what
aimed
is
at you.
The pirates you killed.
This is my crossbow.
It is a mistake that I have come here to greet my daughter, and I plead that you do not kill
If
me.
you don't jump in the ocean and kill yourself right now, I'm gonna kill your daughter.
Why do you think the water would?
What?
What?
This is my fist at her face.
Now, does this Sumnog have any defenses?
Yeah, you have a ship that apparently sets fire to the
And I
sea.
think
Alright,
you
I'll
are made of
force my-
fire as
I'll
well.
force my ship to set fire to you.
If you set fire to this ship, she'll fall into the ocean and then she'll die as well.
But she's made of fire.
Yeah, because it's water.
You know I jumped in the water not too
We
long
was
ago,
down there.
right?
He doesn't know this.
I assumed my daughter was dead, so I do not care for her life.
Oh, well, shoot. Okay, this ruins everything.
Yeah, he could
Sheena,
speak. He
I-
could have like 1,000 daughters.
By the way,
So fucking good.
Do you think he does? How old do they live?
I'm pretty sure a long time.
Then he could have like
Dude,
1,000. He
fire.
doesn't care about one.
Sorry, so I'm trying to say.
I know I can
great
say
job.
one other
That
one.
was great acting. That last
So-
play you did really improved your performance. Sheena, I didn't feel like you were really getting into it.
Chemo?
I couldn't gauge your reactions to
You
this.
didn't bring up any lines,
Should
it's
be an
fair.
actor.
I'm a bard.
Should be an actor.
Oh, well. Maybe after the pirate killing.
Should go to Waterdeep.
Aren't bards and actors the same? I don't know. Okay. Okay, enough.
I still prefer to not go towards something that can, literally burn the ship and me.
That's true.
There's other things
Suddenly
that I
Bara doesn't
still
want to be
don't
the ship
know, and I'm
anymore.
still trying to learn. So,
Wait, you're gonna burn
No,
my
but it's
ship?
really important that if I am fighting your dad, that I don't also have to fight you.
first off, Galen was surprised that he didn't try and search me out anyways.
To kill you or to have you
Which
back?
implies
We
he
just
doesn't
don't know.
value
We
you.
just searching.
As to not anger.
Well, he was
I
surprised.
don't think you understand
So,
my hatred for
I
pirates.
was.
Do we know the circumstances of your death?
Wait,
Not
I'm
death.
gonna
Let's
go.
at least upgrade the ship
I'm
first.
gonna go talk
True.
to Crag.
Let's do that.
Kind of. No.
I feel like if we come
Right
at
now.
some dude that
Kinda.
can,
I mean, I'm
burn
trying to
the
learn it
sea.
as I go.
maybe we
So
shouldn't
no.
come at him with just what we have.
Maybe we shouldn't get
There's-
the ice upgrade.
Okay, yeah, no, definitely not the ice one. We could do Churning Hull, which I think is kind of cool. Yes, Cyrus.
I have a note to make. Is she staying on our ship?
Yes.
Why not?
Yes.
Because that makes us a target from pretty much every
Really,
pirate.
nobody knows.
They're about to fucking find out if Gellen's about to die.
The Scarlet
Somebody
Brotherhood
knows.
will.
There you go.
Maybe we should go bring
Well,
Galen on board.
The group that
I'm
wants to
for
kill
it,
Galen.
Okay.
One of them. The Pirate Princess probably also do too.
I need everyone in this room right now.
Also, here's another thing. Why are you doing?
Sorry,
Hold on.
I'm tree sap, so
Why are you cutting your hand?
I don't
We
know.
are making a fucking blood pact.
I don't.
If you are risking all our lives, I need every single one of us to risk our lives for each other.
I don't want. You could have like a disease.
Then she shouldn't be an
He
officer.
probably does have disease.
Well, see, that's kind of why I have everyone write their names on the ship. That's like the pact.
Different kind of pact.
Don't have to question my loyalty to these people.
Then my loyalty is wavering a bit.
Sorry, just don't like
Because we won't make a pact?
Partially that, and partially because pretty much everybody on this ship's life has brought to our attention, put at risk.
And if we ever
I mean,
came to a
what
point
was-
where bounty hunters would be hunting you, would you want us to throw you out into the sea to be on your own? Or would you want
No,
us to
but I
support
would
you
like a
we're
pact
supporting
to
her?
support that claim. If we don't have a pact binding us, there's no straightforward respect. We could all keep our secrets until every single one of us, but maybe you, escaped.
Is there a way we can do this pact that doesn't involve potentially getting diseases?
That's my only problem.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like don't like
Like a
blood or what.
high five or
So I
It takes
would-
like a minute to well up spit, and he just spits in
That's-
his other hand.
That would
Bit
that
of
also
a
have
weaker
diseases?
pact, a bit of a children's pact. Well, you don't fucking put it back in your body.
just don't lick your hand after.
It's so funny. I don't know why that's so funny.
I mean, if you spit
Smack.
Cut yourself and then
You rub the blood in it.
I
Well,
guess it's not.
I think before we even give this pact, I should try and give you as much information as I have. Because I still have more.
I think we need a pact before we go forward. Because information is in danger.
All right.
Let's just do the pact. I think the pact's quicker than
I'm
getting all
not
the
gonna
information.
She'll like pull her mask.
lick your
and
hand.
spit in her hand.
What is your spit like?
Roll perception.
Ah, shit.
She's like,
It's like, ooh,
17.
17.
What do I need to?
What's your
Roll
pact?
sleight of hand.
she has the mouth of Deadpool in the Wolverine Origins movie.
Oh boy.
She sees my face.
It's a man.
I'll text you.
Yeah, I have a fucking beard under this.
The full, not just a dick.
A witch's nose that goes like.
I was probably-
Penis chin.
No, my nose is just a
It was
dick.
on there. It was like 20
Penis
minutes.
nose.
Her chin is like a butt.
It was like, boom. I was
It's
like, okay.
disgusting imagery.
Can you imagine sneezing if your nose was... Sorry.
What the fuck would a cute sneeze be? Be like, it's. No.
What is this pact we're making?
Essentially, that we're all gonna defend each other till death.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, there's no spit magic in my game.
Can we do like a...
Oh,
Yeah.
we would all become freaking blood
We put our
mages just
hand
now.
in just-
They did it in Saber Dice. It was awesome.
This doesn't... I'm just rubbing spit on the back of you guys' hands if you do it like
I'm
that.
not using spit because that's just fucking gross.
What are you using?
Just my hand.
No, that's stupid. You can't do that. That's
Spit
not...
doesn't do anything.
No,
That doesn't make a pact.
It's okay.
She's
You
like
can spit in your hand.
magma.
No.
Ugh.
Wait, if it's gonna be magma, I'm out.
Bar just catches on fire.
And then you're just like a little tree branch.
Well, this just kind of fell apart.
Are we gonna do it or no? Because I'm gonna throw
It's
up.
hard.
We're
because
doing
all of us are
the
like-
we're doing the Penta high five. Cool. All right.
I know it's so dumb on the stream.
All right. Now tell us.
Do you have any water?
That hurt my soul.
Yeah, there's water.
Okay.
Blood
She washes
pact.
her hands.
Spin pact. Let's just high five.
Let's not even do that.
Another thing is apparently a lot of people here in Saltmarsh knew about me.
Oh,
There you
that's
go.
How
not
did they
good.
not notice you?
I mean, like the council knew about me.
Would I have known about her?
Oh, we were friends with the
Okay.
council, though.
Yeah.
They gave us a house
I've
and
been
stuff.
acting dumb.
I mean, who cares about the council?
Council
It's the
keeps their secrets.
Don't you work for the council?
I
They
mean,
knew
kind
about
of.
me
I have a ship now.
because apparently I wanted to kill them all.
Even Galen?
Good
Yep.
for
Yeah.
you.
Oh, yeah, he did tell me that you wanted to kill him.
Not specifically, no.
Oh, yeah,
I know I was apparently under a bunch of spells, but I also.
Okay.
So,
That would make
Who do I
sense.
know that's on the
That's
council?
part of the reason why I lost my memories, because whatever.
was
this-
all of this just like an act? Like
Just
you
evil?
actually weren't in control of anything, and everything was just good fucking luck?
Council members
I-
include.
Is it Ida a council member?
Yes,
Hang on.
I'm pretty sure.
You've got Ida Olin,
She's the head.
Gellin Primewater,
Okay.
Eleander Fireborn,
Okay, Eleander is on
Ministrid Copperlocks, who's a dwarf.
it. Mm-hmm.
Ministrid.
My.
Anders Solmore, and Scarin Wave Chaser.
Okay, so Eleander and Ida would be really the only two that I'm familiar with.
Yep.
Okay.
Wave Chaser's just some surfer dude.
Yeah, he's just
Hey.
with, bro.
Come on, bruh.
Come on, bro.
Is there anything else?
Last thing
This is Cody
is the money from Aubric. Yeah, apparently I was really wanting to take that, all of it.
Yeah, I mean that's not surprising. Who wouldn't want all of that?
What do we do?
I had it seemed like I had a very specific reason for it. Is the thing.
Well, it's a good thing you lost your
Oh.
memory.
And I was searching for my sister.
Oh, okay.
As soon as you say that, your brain on its own puts the two and two together. For some reason, you know you needed the money to find your sister.
Well, I assumed that as much anyways.
Well, Gina also assumes that. And then realizes, oh, that's a thing.
Mhm. So,
we should probably find your sister, because if she's anything like you, she's gonna want to try and kill the council, and is also
No,
a pirate.
Maybe step one is
I'm
to
assuming-
save the one dude.
Galen? Yeah, I think we should go get him as soon as possible.
I have an assumption about it. I'm assuming I need it as payment for something.
Okay.
For her.
Okay.
Maybe she was taken.
Okay.
If I may step in, the way that it seems things have gone, just by looking at the situation as a whole, Gellen's already dead.
Well, I
It's
mean,
not
he
true.
could also just be in his house.
That's not what I mean. I mean, he's probably at his house, sure, but he's being hunted by the pirate kings or queens, whatever the hell you want to call them.
Probably more
If
like
we
Scarlet
try
Brotherhood.
and rescue him, first place they're going to look is us, and the first ship they're going to burn
Mhm.
is us with Gellen on it.
Mm-hmm.
I told
Do
him
we
he
want to
should get out
die
of town.
from some stupid mistake?
I told him he should try to get out of town. He said that
Then
he
that
couldn't.
is his decision,
Yeah.
not ours. We move forward knowing
If we
what
go
we
down there, he
know.
probably won't
Do we know
listen.
anything about Galen? Like what he's done in the city?
Yeah, you know that he runs all the merchants.
Okay.
All the trade in Saltmarsh is managed by him.
Okay.
He has a lot of friends. Some of them he doesn't necessarily talk about. You don't really know why. You have your suspicions.
Mhm.
Regardless, you know that he's got a lot of coin. He has a lot of friends, and he makes sure he's the reason why Saltmarsh even gets any kind of money or merchants or people. Ships, everything. It's all him.
Okay.
What I'm saying is we gotta move with caution. We gotta be aware of our mortality. If Gellen has already accepted his, or if he's taken actions to avoid it, we should do the same. Learning what you've learned is not just something we can flaunt around. That is a trump card we hold until all our lives are at stake. Do you understand?
Talking about get on the street. I know who I am.
That's exactly what I'm saying. You do that.
I'm saying
our
I'm
ship goes
not
into the
going
water.
to do
Could
that.
disguise
I
you.
know.
Well, thanks
Hey,
for the
Jacob.
clarification.
Or
Well,
try
the
to.
thing is
If
I
we
already know there's
do the
gonna be
living
people that we
vessel
hunt.
upgrade.
Yeah.
Can we change it to where it heals 1d?
Hmm?
It heals
They probably
10
would.
It's
hit
best.
points
They're
every
the one,
round
I'm
instead of
more
every
worried about
minute.
the ones that took away my memory.
What I'm
Really
saying
powerful.
is
I
it's
know,
That
best.
are going to kill Galen.
It is
I don't know.
best.
Every minute seems kind
pretend
of weak for
we know
15,000.
nothing. To draw any
Let me read it.
Okay.
half attention away from you. People who've got your full attention, we can't do anything about. We take them out when they hit us. The rest, we act in a state of stupor until they figure it out, and we take them out too. Do we agree?
Is there any way to trick these guys though? If they already knew that you would go to him?
So long as we
Got it.
keep out
The way
on the
Galen
ocean.
was talking, they probably already knew I was with them.
If we're gonna go out on the
They
ocean,
know
we should go out
things.
on the ocean
They're
now.
powerful.
We should go out, we should keep our eyes and ears open.
We go back to
Did you gather any
Meanwhile,
information?
I haven't been able to roleplay that yet.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
What was the name of the ship again?
The loyalties
Loyalty's
Lo-
brand.
lo- Loyalty's
brand.
brand.
Yeah.
We could go back to the Feywild. And it would at least be a good place to be
Yeah.
safe for
We
a
go to
little
Doom
bit.
Death Island.
Figure out what we're gonna do. I know where it is.
Okay. I'm gonna go talk to Craig.
Right
I'll
now.
go with you.
He's probably only on his mansion right now.
Is it safe to go speak to him right now?
This is probably the best shot we'll have. We need to leave soon.
Would it be unreasonable for me to go too?
Pretty boy's coming with us. You can come with us.
That's fine.
Okay,
Okay.
Captain.
10 health a minute. 10 health a round.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Because I mean, yeah, the weapons do a lot more damage than that. So.
I know.
By the way, Captain, I just wanted to tell you, I do not feel comfortable using myself as a bait.
I mean, you want to be an arm. You just become like a trap.
I don't feel comfortable being bait for my potential father. Even if I don't have him in memory of him.
Why not?
Because I am not as vindictive against pirates as you are.
Mm-hmm.
Makes good money.
Let alone, I likely am one. Or was.
Pestilence.
And I'd rather not be used as a carrot on a stick for you to stab him.
So you're a pirate sympathizer.
I'm a pirate, I don't give a shit.
Then why wouldn't you want to kill him?
Because I don't. I'm not saying I don't. I am not hunting him.
If you're on my ship, you're going to be hunting him.
Doesn't sound like we have a choice because he is hunting us.
Eventually, every one of them will die. Well, they'll turn.
Hell of an addictive captain.
You can certainly try, I guess. But I'm not going to be your carrot.
All right. I'm going to leave. Who's coming with me?
I'll go with you.
All right.
Where are you going?
Well, during the day, I had wanted to see if I could find any locations of pirates.
Okay. Do you want to do the downtime activity?
Yeah, if there's a downtime activity.
There is.
Okay.
It takes all week though.
Well, wasn't people already doing that?
Yeah.
I wanted this to be my downtime
Yeah.
activity.
That's fine.
This probably
That's your
happened at
downtime.
the end of the
What
week.
are you guys also researching?
I'm gonna go talk to Craig. 'Cause he's the contact I have for finding information.
Yeah, he's also the research.
I'll talk.
Yeah.
I'll take a bit of exhaustion from this just in character and spend my nights doing the carousing that I already did, and then some of the days I'll spend helping her out with Greg.
Craig is at night.
What?
Oh, okay, we'll do that.
Well, it's day and night. You spend the day helping him at the cemetery, and then at night you help him.
I'll
He's like a researcher.
multitask.
Okay.
Huh.
Also, I'm going to place a formal request to double the tots when we're out to sea.
Oh, okay.
The top.
The tots being like tater tots? What are you talking
No,
about?
that's our daily.
Any children we have on the ship, double them.
Toss him.
That's our daily ration of rum and
Toss
grog.
Of what?
Rum and grog.
Okay, well, I don't handle that, so
Why are we calling it rags?
They're called
Technically, that'd
tots.
probably be under mine.
yeah, that'd be the cook.
jurisdiction.
Oh, yeah, well then I'll place the request.
Hey.
I mean, as long as we have the supplies, sure.
What day did this take place on?
I assume
The
her
last-
stuff was the last day.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the week before you guys are doing this.
We're jumping around time, yeah.
Okay. You were doing investigation. or whatever that one thing, you know.
I don't know what it
The
is.
thingy thing. It is called Big Dick Johnson. No, it's called
Weird things
research.
with downtime. It gets kind of weird.
You like Big Dick
Mhm.
Johnson.
Mixing
You can
role-play
spend a week
downtime.
working with Crag, helping tend the graveyard during the day and organizing Eleander's library in the evening. You earn enough money to afford a modest lifestyle. You also learn one piece of lore regarding the region around Saltmarsh. The lore is the equivalent to one true statement about a person, place, or thing found on 25 miles of the town. We can also do the Xanathar's Guide version if you don't want to go to Crag.
Can I flavor it to where I just work with Eleander and then
Yeah, he likes to. You can do that.
Alright.
Cool.
that way I don't?
Okay.
So you work for Eleander for the week.
Mm-hmm.
You bastards.
And maybe you might
want
learn
Taco
more.
Bell.
Huh?
You bastards maybe want Taco Bell.
Dude, that Taco Bell was good, but
I-
my stomach.
I never
hurts.
want Taco Bell, but I go, and then when I get it, then I'm like, oh, this is why Taco Bell is good.
Taco Bell.
Oh, by the way,
nourishes
their
America.
stupid Carolina Reaper thing is not spicy at all. Okay?
What is it supposed to be?
It's supposed to be
Do
super
you know
hot.
what Carolina
fries.
Reaper is? It's like the hottest pepper ever.
Oh.
And so they have
okay.
this thing now, and it's
Did
like
we
it's like a
do those
burrito or like a bowl,
Yes. Did.
and it's like fries, and you get the Carolina Reaper sauce on it. That's what they say at least. That shit isn't as spicy as even spicy mayo.
I want to
It
give
is
you a ghost pepper
bleh.
so bad.
But it's good. It's good. It's just not
He'll
spicy
die.
at all.
They have them.
He'll
at,
die.
That'll be fine.
They have them at Wingstop, but you can only get them in like bulk or some
The
shit.
atomic.
Like
Yeah.
like actual peppers or
No, just
Okay.
like yeah.
my dad grows like ghost peppers.
Have you had one?
Mm-hmm.
And you think you can handle it?
No.
Oh,
No,
well
are
then-
you kidding me? I
It's
think a
the
jalapeno is spicy.
Only hot food that has ever made me want to die.
Yeah.
Made my tummy.
I want to
My
experience
tummy.
it.
Oof.
Do it on the podcast.
You got no.
I'll get you.
God.
I'll get you the
You
hookup.
got another good to appreciate.
Get all
the
of us
bad.
on.
I don't think
Yeah.
they're. I don't think they're in season yet though.
Tyler would die.
Alright,
Colton, we're all
define
fucking
us.
white people.
We'd all just be like,
It'd be
ooh.
bad.
I don't
And
want to
just-
do it.
it'd be us crying with the sink in our
Four of us
mouth.
will do
Dude,
it.
Milk.
we
Use
thought
Milk,
my.
not a sink.
I like.
chug
I
and
like.
tag
And
down on
beer.
milk.
Beer
You would
also
die.
works really well.
No, I feel like
Yes,
that would,
it does.
It does. Beer is like amazing for
My
spicy
cousin
food.
had
You
like
kidding me?
a tub of ice cream and like his eye under his eyes were like swollen.
Oh, I've heard ice cream is also
Yeah.
like amazing. Okay,
I like spicy food when it tastes good. But
We will need salsa out of it.
go ahead and make me a intelligence check.
I'm great at these.
You are
If you want a +1 bonus to your check, you can spend 100 gold pieces.
That's a lot of,
Yeah, it's worth
That's
it.
a lot
that's
of
a lot
money.
of dineros.
If you want a +2 bonus, you can spend 200 gold
I'm gonna
pieces.
spend 300.
Need a +3 bonus.
That is a non-natural 20.
You find out 2 pirate ships are.
Okay.
Eleander's been keeping track. And the money that you spend to help him get charts and people to go out and scout
Yeah.
and all these other things you guys find out. 2 of them are and where they'll be within the next few weeks. One of them is called Damnation.
Damnation.
It is got a lot of supplies on it, a lot of smuggled things, and a pretty good sized crew. It's a sailing ship. They probably have weapons, an armed crew. They're about 4 days out of Saltmarsh, and they're making their way south. And you know where they are for the next week, so you could sail directly to them. The other one, surprisingly, is Loyalty's brand.
Uh-oh. Hard pass.
It's a week west, and it'll be there for a week.
So we know not to go west.
Alright.
All right.
Yep.
How's the he's found so easily?
They leave a trail of
It
dead
wasn't
fish
that easy. You
behind it.
spent 300 gold in a week with Eleander. Like, all right, this way, this way, this way, this way, and then at the end of the week, you're like, oh shoot, that was your dad. You learned it backwards. You see?
Oh, okay, yeah. Alright, that's my downtime.
Okay. You two are researching?
Huh?
What are you
I
doing?
think we all went.
I'm just
We all
looking
went to
for
go
a-
talk to.
Crag?
I'm
To
spending
Crag.
a tiny bit of my time this
You
week.
go to the cemetery. You see Crag working. Turns up.
What does he look like?
Very handsome half-orc.
What kind of handsome?
Burly, stocky, beautiful hair, tusks, nice chin.
So just like
Sexy,
Jaw.
sexy Squidward face.
Kind of like sexy Squidward, but actually like kind of nice looking.
like
no rugged features.
like Ford.
Oh no, yeah, he's kind of rugged. Yeah, like Ford. Mm-hmm.
Do you want a picture of Ford?
No, I know what Ford looks like.
Okay.
Anyway, he says, Rosalie.
Is Welgar here? I have one thing for him.
Oh, he is here. Yes.
Okay. I can bring him some skulls.
That's pretty gross.
Yeah. You're gonna have to bury them. So.
Yep.
I have 3 skulls that I found on the ship that we went onto. The wreckage. They were on the.
Who are you talking to?
To you.
Not talking to the DM right
I'm
now.
just telling you what I have.
Okay,
because
you go to what's his name?
Welgar.
Welgar. He says, "Oh my God, thank you. I had 3 favors.
3 favors?
You found 3 bodies. Thank you.
Holy crap! I need to find more bodies. Now I have 3. So that's 4 favors. Neato. One for almost all of us. Okay.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you, gorgeous.
Oh, are you the half-orc now?
Yeah,
Hey, haven't seen you around here.
been a while. What is your name again?
Crag,
Cyrus.
glad to meet you.
I'd like to keep in touch.
You come out and you see Cyrus talking to Crag. You guys want to help me?
Yes.
All right. So you guys help him bury bodies for a while and tend to the cemetery. Until eventually you were led down to Eleander's library, where he works throughout the day, where you guys can do some research. When you guys make your way into Eleander's throughout the week, Hemo and Eleander are like CSI. They got like boards, and they're just like, where are they going? And they're like researching all this crap.
Stacks of coffee
Yeah.
cups.
He's like, wait. They've been up for hours.
It's kind of one named the.
Yeah.
And whenever we hit a
I did
low
an
point and we're
hour
just like
ago.
staring at it, I'm just like, I got it.
Amazing. What are you guys researching?
I said that I would research the ship upgrades to see if there were any that we could actually find.
What kind of ship upgrades?
The
Special ones.
special ones.
Sure, you learn about a few of them.
Cool.
What did you want to research?
I'm just along for
You're just helping?
I'm doing the same thing.
Okay, so are you researching anything, Cyrus?
No, you're doing correct.
You did your
I was
shoot.
doing carousing, so I can't help, but I'll be here
That's
for
fine.
protection and marketing.
Nice. Okay, so you do learn about a few ship upgrades that you could get.
Fine.
Yeah, you can have them.
Whee! I'll take everyone in this game.
Can't have me. Sorry.
There are these types of sails that always have air blowing in them. They are magical. They're called ever-full sails from the elemental plane of air. And they move your ship a hell of a lot faster, 6 miles an hour instead of 2.
Holy fuck.
Wait, is she not allowed to research like a specific upgrade?
She's just doing it.
Okay.
That's legitimately the best upgrade you could possibly have.
It's a fast ship.
Yeah.
Can outrun things. too.
And you can always move in the direction of, you can go in whatever direction you want.
You can go in any direction you want. You can flee from things. You can charge at things. And literally, you make adventures 3 times as fast.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Buy that bitch.
There's other things called, there's certain weapons, like concussive rounds, enhanced by abjuration magic. This weapon's attacks burst with raucous noise, capable of momentarily distracting and disorienting enemy crews. If this weapon hits a vehicle's hull, vehicle speed decreases by 2d10 feet. There's also explosive rounds that explode in fire. Or grasping rounds.
No.
You can chain ships.
That's cool.
Rocious is a
That
Russian
we
word.
need.
What did it say? I'm sorry.
You can chain up ships.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but it's spectral chains.
There's also figureheads you can get, like a red dragon figurehead
Or an iron
we
that
should-
literally
we should get
opens its mouth and shoots fire.
No.
Yes.
Or you can get the iron golem.
There's the yeah.
Let's get a white dragon head and then take on your dad.
It's only a red dragon figurehead.
Well, that's
Oh.
stupid and gay.
Do you have to find a red dragon?
Just like me. I'm gonna go move the cat from my room to his.
Is she just like discovering all of these, or because I thought we were trying to figure out like where they are, if we were trying to get them?
Are you trying to find out where you could learn, like, get... So what he's talking about is that I was saying that if you guys wanted to get a cheaper version of the upgrade, you could hunt down something and bring it back and use that for your upgrade,
Oh,
and then
I
you get
didn't
it
know
half the
that
price.
that was a thing.
Do you want to do that?
Sure.
Okay. So for the ever full sales, you would need to kill 3 air elementals.
For purposes of in-game, are we aware of what I can do with the ship?
You are. You'd forfeit your life to do it.
Would it just happen if I did it?
No, it'd take like a day.
I assumed we would have to go back to that Feywild island that we found, get some information.
Concussive rounds?
For the
You
concussive
say like
rounds,
it's aware.
you
Okay,
would
cool.
need...
I'm gonna let him out. See how he does.
Okay.
either a magic shield or an abjuration wizard's spellbook. Go find Seymour. Give us your spellbook. We want cool shots on our ship.
Give me your spellbook. I hate you.
What?
Hmm?
You hate him?
Yeah, sorry.
What was the next one?
Explosive rounds.
Explosive rounds. Three scrolls of fireball.
Grappling round?
The grasping rounds.
Yeah. 70 grappling hooks.
You would need to kill a chain devil.
Boy. Kill a chain devil. And the red dragon figurehead is a...
Kill a red dragon.
Okay.
What kind of red dragon?
Baby.
At least young.
Okay.
Wormling won't count.
Okay.
I just know you're thinking about it.
Fighting so hard, like back and forth on it.
Turn you into the ship and then put a red dragon figurehead.
On the front.
See, that's the problem. You won't be able to make any choices.
You come back out of the ship. Really, guys?
Y'all just cast message on the boat.
Dude,
It's like a back and forth.
Anyways, that's what you learn.
Neato.
Everybody comes back to the ship at the end of the week.
Whoa.
Your whole thing happens.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're there.
no, but really, like, I need to know. Like, is it just you're not going to fight him if we find him? Or.
I don't know what I'll do.
Well, okay, that's a supreme concern. Because
You've essentially doomed us all.
if
I mean-
if we
I'm-
find him and then you're like, I got to kill you, Hemo, that's a
I'd
major
rather
concern.
you guys not try and hunt him down, so then I can at
We
least
should-
figure out what the fuck is going on with me,
We shouldn't try
and
to
then
seek
we'll
him
figure out
out
what to do.
until she has all of her memory back.
We all yes, and we also
Yeah.
need to
I'll probably have to try and find him myself.
we also need a
I
big
might go
upgrade.
on my own
Yes.
with that.
I really
Well, that's
like
right.
I found out about this one
Mhm.
where you can have sails that are always full of wind.
We feel like the fastest ship on this.
Yes. 6 miles.
Well, I neglected to
1 mile faster.
ask, but You been up to
Isn't it
something
full?
all week? Did you find any information?
Yes, I did.
We got a boat to hunt. God,
We
my
have 2.
firearm's been rusty. What's that?
We have 2.
All right.
One's called Damnation. It has a lot of smuggled goods.
Sounds promising.
Yeah. I don't know the captain of that one, right? Just that it's some pirates.
Yeah, you don't know the no, you would know the captain's name. The captain is a...
One thing I've learned from raiding pirates or otherwise, you don't learn the names. You learn the names of the goods they're carrying when that boat sinks. Let bygones be bygones. That's not your morality, is it? I should probably keep my mouth shut.
His name's Simer. He's a tiefling.
Damnation's pretty funny, huh?
Well, Captain, knowing what we know now, this ship we attacked pays off. You just might have my loyalty till I die.
You gonna go?
Yes, the other one is not of concern, considering its loyalty's brand.
You found
it's
out where
very
it is.
important where we know where that is.
Ships are moving. It's not going to be there forever.
Where is it?
It's a week west of here.
Where is it in relation to this damnation?
Well, Damnation is in the south.
There we go. We're going south.
Yep.
Anyone object?
Ooh, I do. I'm just kidding. He's not here. I'll kill you. I was hiding.
Yeah, poke his head in.
I was hiding and now I know all.
The sails. How do we do?
Stab him. Sorry, Carl.
Carl, come here. Come.
We killed
Come here.
3 air elementals.
Okay,
I don't know where to find those.
we'll have to figure that out.
What are we looking for?
Air elementals.
There's also
Chino?
Those outer planes.
Chino literally says that.
Magical.
I mean, the elemental would know more, but unfortunately, she has no memories.
Yep.
we can also get explosive rounds, concussive
If we
rounds,
were closer to
grappling
where I was,
rounds, and a red dragon figurehead.
closer to
I
where
also
I was
know-
born, maybe.
Seems like you're in the business killing dragons. Maybe that one's a good idea.
It's a red one.
You know, I could do the tree one too.
What's that? What?
The tree thing.
As much as I'd like our ship to be upgraded, I don't think we can lose a
just-
member right now.
Just bring the bag up here or something.
I also know if we
Really be losing me.
Yeah, but you'd
If
be
we
a,
reinforce the
a
hull.
boat.
if we reinforce the hull, it'll double our resilience.
That's her becoming the boat.
Well, we have
No,
yet
no, that's different.
We have yet to test our resilience.
True. This is
So-
the whole idea.
Maybe we don't need to.
Let's go figure it out.
Worst case scenario, this boat sinks. We take the other one, swap crews.
No.
I said worst case scenario.
I don't think they'd be a very willing crew.
I said swap crews. They can take the sinking boat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it made it sound like. Never mind. What time of day is it?
It's the last day at night. It's
Okay,
nighttime.
well then we'll set off sail in the morning.
Down south, boy.
You
I was
guys
gonna
head to
give a
sleep?
little speech real quick
Okay, go
to
for
the
it.
crew in the morning.
Okay.
Do you have the feet?
No, I don't. Yeah.
He's just cool.
What's your
I don't
speech?
like giving speeches because it always feels really awkward.
No, just go for it.
All right, so I gather all the officers again on the top deck,
Mm-hmm.
and then
I'm allowed now. Good.
Keep your mouth shut, Carl.
are you all ready to get pirates?
They all kind of turn. Yeah!
Are you ready to make them pay for what they did to Saltmarsh?
Kind of turn to one another. Yeah!
Sure.
For all the misery they caused to us. All right, you're seeming less and
They
less.
seem mature.
I'll try and promote him if I can. See if I can get him to go along with me. I'll do a really loud cheer.
Am I just misremembering that the pirates basically raided Saltmarsh during the war?
Well, they're confused because they didn't know they were going to go pirate hunting.
Oh, okay.
So,
Make a persuasion check.
yeah, go ahead and roll persuasion as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna get rid of these 2 failures
Like,
because I just.
so let me put the perspective of them.
Uh-huh.
They were like, "Hey, come join our ship."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Okay, we'll be your crew." You guys set off, did missions on your own, got a bunch of money from looting, came back and made them rich. And then you're like, "All right, ready to go to war?" And they're like, I didn't know we were doing that."
All right. When they joined Sea Shadow?
Some of them are willing, some of them are a little confused. What'd you get on your persuasions?
So they're a little wavering, and I'm trying to bolster them up with my enthusiasm.
Sure.
I am jacked to the fucking tits. I got a natural 20.
Oh my god.
I got 27.
Oh my god.
Okay, never mind. You're like, ready to go kill pirates? And you're like,
Yeah.
staring them down, and they're like, yeah! They're all like screaming, ready for battle.
Single out Carl.
Are
you ready?
Yeah! They are ready to die for you. They'll do anything.
And then I'll go, like... They probably don't know they do this, but I wanted to go, like, legends, and then they go, of our time.
Oh,
I can't
okay,
do
so
that.
there's a good chant going on.
Yeah.
It's legends of our time.
Legends. Ooh, tits.
Says, what's his name?
What?
What's that old guy's name?
Carl.
No, Carl's not the old guy.
Charles, I think.
What?
I think his name's Charles. The
No.
70-year-old
Alright.
guy? Yeah, Charles.
You get that chant going. Everybody seems really pumped and ready to go out into the ocean and kill some pirates.
All right, then we head out.
You head off with your crew ready to fight and your officers seeming a bit worrisome. Make your way off in the ocean and continue further into the water. Sailing, sailing, and sailing.
Careful.
After
Roll some stuff.
At some point, I'd like to try to catch Rosalie.
Dang it. Why is that always me?
Okay.
Wants to leave the table?
Euthanasia is an
It
option.
would be that, yeah.
What?
It's the conversation you're going to be having, so...
All right.
Conversation, what?
Hey, can I get everybody to leave again?
Sorry.
Except
Oh.
for these two?
Okay.
Can you watch my chips? You're the
No.
guardian of my chips.
I can't. I
Wait,
hate
am I
chips.
part of this? Do I have to leave too?
Wait, do you get Chipotle too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's you too. Get out of here, Logan.
I thought I was.
Go sit on your porch, because we don't have a green room.
I think we'll see Peter as he comes up and says,
If you
"Hey,
could, you should.
We have a green room, but it's kind of dirty right now.
Oh, it's alright.
guys, let's go get Taco Bell."
I want some
Do it.
burritos.
I mean, this probably won't take more than a few minutes, but do it. I don't know, I might be.
All right. At one point, Rosalie goes into her room. You follow after her. Rosalie, the door knocks.
The door knocks. Come on.
I'll come in. Close the door.
What do you want, kid?
You know, I think it's the first time you've called me kid.
Yeah.
Dog is name.
I think I call all of you kid.
Do you? It's been a weird couple of days with that
Mm-hmm.
and everything going on with Hemo. I didn't realize how nasty it was. And then I may have seen something, and you may not be happy that I saw it, but I can't not ask before I make my decision. What's up with the...
Oh, you saw my face.
Yes.
Well, I was, stabbed, right here. I should pull it down. It's like, he described it to you. Do you want to describe how I look?
She pulled it down.
She takes the mask and pulls it down her face. She does. It's a horrifying sight. From starting around her cheeks all the way down to her chin to her neck are these horrible, black, veiny veins that kind of pulsate and move and travel into even smaller trees that go all the way up the side of her neck, her face, and everywhere. To give you a better example, you know in Witcher when you take too many potions, her skin is even paled and sagging a little bit.
I got stabbed with a poison dagger, and I
On the side of her neck, you see this massive scar wound where all of it seems to be originating.
You know, you shouldn't poke your nose where it doesn't belong, right? I died on my friend's doorstep. He took me back to our medic kind of guy. We paid him to heal our friends. He brought me back to life. Kind of how what I assume is happening to Gina. I couldn't really do anything that I had known how to do. Waterdeep is in a bit of a crisis right now, especially when you come from where I come from. The Zentrum aren't really wanted right now, and so I left, went to Waterdeep. I left Waterdeep, came here, and started wearing a mask.
Are you happy joining this group?
Well, I can't go back home, and all my friends are dead. I think most of my friends are dead. These, group of assholes put a damper on our plans. Shit happens. I'm waiting for things to roll over, and then I'll go back home. And then I'll find those people, and I'll kill them.
What are the names?
I only got 2. It's where I was poking my nose. It's a man called Mert. Sent there to find out what he knew and then kill him. And I bit off more than I could chew, but I did find 2 names. Ira, no last name, just Ira. And then Seymour Parker, 2 names. And then I got stabbed in the neck. So I'm going to find those people, and I'm going to get the information that I need from them, and then I'm going to kill the rest of them, because I know there are more. They killed 3 of my best friends, got 2 of the other ones sent to prison, and don't know where the last one is. Fate unknown. But if I live, I will find them.
So you're not planning on staying with the ship?
For a while, and I'll go back to Waterdeep. It's only been half a year since I left, I think.
Do you trust them? This is the group. You know, the crew's actually pretty nice, all of them.
Yeah,
Spend some time with them. I don't know how I feel about the group anymore.
I don't know.
Feels like
I liked the kid, but he couldn't handle it, and I understand that. Dying is scary.
hey, maybe we'll find them in Waterdeep.
Yeah. Gina's probably a pirate. I don't really have a problem with pirates, but I know that Hemo does, and discord amongst a group is never good. So we'll deal with that when we get there.
I didn't like that. You know,
Yes.
my biggest thing is always, if someone's going to go into something, they should be willing and wanting. And Hemo made it sound like, you know, once you signed your name on the ship, you didn't have a choice. It was his way or no way. I haven't seen him be like that before.
That's how mutiny happens. If it gets to that point, if he's too far gone, we'll have to kill him.
You know, I could become part of the ship. I considered it until that.
Yeah. You've got a level head, though. You've got a leveled head, though. You know what's good and what's bad.
Yeah. Well, my home anyways.
He's too focused on what's bad. Or what he thinks is bad.
Maybe I could talk to him. You know, I grew up in the, kind of the Feywild, but not really. It's like halfway in, halfway out. And something went wrong. It all burned down. Killed everyone, and I've managed to stay positive through all of that. And whatever reason this is just dragging on me a little bit. I don't know why. I feel like, I don't know, maybe the kid was what was holding us all together. This new guy doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot. It is suddenly raining very hard. Is it actually like that, like sudden?
Ship starts to rock a lot.
Should go get the others.
Yeah, I'll go see what's up above deck.
Ding 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 ding. Start to hear up top.
Alright, yeah, let's go get him.
Go get the crew.
I'll go get them.
I'll head above deck.
Okay.
We're getting fucked?
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
What happened?
We're getting fucked apparently.
We're getting cucked?
Yeah.
No, but that's not what
It's the opposite.
Sure.
Fucked or cucked?
Both.
Oh.
I don't know. There's a storm going on.
At the same time.
You guys come up deck and you see the entire crew running around,
Getting
moving, grabbing sails, kind of pushing forward. There are massive waves in the distance on the sea. And you know what?
So we're out to sea at this point?
Yep, you've been out to sea for a while now. I'll even full screen this for you.
It's on loop.
It's 2 hours long, so
And we don't have to worry about loop.
the entire crew is working, moving. You see Hemo kind of directing orders kind of over, and you see the two of them eventually kind of come up and see what's going on. The ship is in the middle of a massive storm.
Uh-oh.
Came out of nowhere, moved from the north over, must have came over Saltmarsh first and then eventually into the ocean that you guys have been traveling, and you've been going for about a day or so, but the seas are looking very rough. So, crew, everybody, this is going to require some DCs, but first I need to determine the severity of this storm. Captain, roll me a D4.
Get a 1.
How did I miss this? My ability
Two.
to tell what the
Two.
weather is.
It is a strong storm, meaning that everybody is going to, oh, that's right. You were busy thinking. And you were like, and then you forgot to do your thing. Sorry. So this is going to require a group check to make it through this storm. There are a bunch of outcomes depending on how well you succeed and or fail. So, the captain needs to make an intelligence water vehicles check.
Okay. Can I make a charisma check?
No, you need to direct the ship through the storm. That is your job.
16.
16, alright.
Wait, does that mean if I'm proficient with water vehicles?
You had your proficiency.
Then 18.
Hemo is directing orders to everybody on the ship, making sure that they're going through water spattering everywhere. So he kind of turns and he's moving everybody with this marine and soldier-like aptitude and skill to move the ship to make sure that everybody stays on course and they move through the storm. The crew, however, needs to be encouraged in order to do this, and the only way through a storm that you can get them to follow their orders is intimidation. First mate needs to make an intimidation check.
Okay.
You
Plus
should promote me to first mate. You don't have a +5.
I have a +6. No.
She has big ass.
15.
So while you scare them to your to the extent, you don't realize how much Rosalie truly whips them into shape. She comes out and she was talking to you very softly. She immediately starts going out and she starts going over to some of them and she's like, "Grab that rope!" She's screaming at them, moving through the storm, and she's like cold and chilling. There's like, holy shit! You didn't even know she could talk that loud. It is terrifying, and you don't want to be on her bad side. The crew is whipped into shape immediately to get through the storm. The bosun needs to make a carpenter's tools check with strength as waves are battering up against the side of the ship, moving it along and damaging some of the wood on certain bits.
The one thing that goes through the bosun's mind witnessing this is just the forbidden fruit.
Yeah. The crew is so inspired to even see that you have whipped even the bosun into doing what he's supposed to be doing.
So carpenter's tools?
Carpenter strength using carpenter's tools. Are you proficient in carpenter's tools?
22.
22. do, you go over. There's one part of the a bit of wood has kind of creaked. You've gone over, sawed it off, and put it back in.
Pull over, drape myself over, pull out like a big ass hook, and just bring it back in.
Perfect. Yep. Yeah, and you're repairing the ship perfectly. Quartermaster, you need to navigate through this storm. Make a wisdom nature check. Unfortunately, the cook doesn't need to do anything for the storm.
Wisdom-based nature?
Yes.
Dirty 20.
All right, and you navigate the ship through as you guys are moving along the waves, going up, all
You gotta
directing
make sure
orders,
all the
preparing the
pots and
ship,
pans
moving
stay
the crew
together.
along as it's battered by the wind and rain. It goes on for about an hour or so. It's been a long time, and it feels like forever. But eventually, slowly, it begins to kind of dissipate.
He's
As
fighting.
does the green screen.
Yeah,
Let's do the green
the
screen.
cat is legitimately fighting ghosts. He's right here.
I think he's just doing his time trial.
No, I witnessed his super...
Reminds me of the episode.
Pick a direction. Fuck.
The ghosts are everywhere.
You know the episode of Adventure
He's
Time
the
with the
storm.
ghost fly?
Yep.
And there's all the little ghosts.
You
Oh,
look out
yeah,
into
yeah.
the ocean
It's like
and
that.
you see a single cat.
He ruins all your sails.
Zen, is Zen
And you
okay?
realize it is him alone.
Zen, our cat.
The honker.
The honker.
The honker? Yeah, he's scared. He stays below decks.
Okay.
And then drowns.
What?
I keep him in my room if I can. That's where his little bed and his food is. Bims. Bims is in Waterdeep by now.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, no, it
We're
takes
on-
like
on
2
his
months
way
to
to
get to
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep.
Or they sunk.
Oh, I'm sure they.
Yeah, Yaga's fucking dead.
They got
Timestamp this, so
they
hopefully
got
you
attacked by
edit
the
What?
it. 6 going crazy.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Anyways, you guys pilot through it. You make it, and after a long period of time, the storm going on and on, you guys sail through it perfectly, and end up unscathed. Ship's a total success on every part of the officers. The ship survives unscathed. The crew's quality score increases by 1 for 1d4 days.
Quality score?
They
Their
realize
happiness?
that they can actually do this. I
That's
think they
the
get a
loyalty
bonus
score.
Oh, nice.
Are all the pots
Then
and
it
pans
reverts
okay, Gina?
back. They're just like, eh.
How's Charles? Did he break a hip?
Oh, Charles.
Charles? Oh no, he's fine.
Okay.
He's a strong old man.
He's like,
He's like at the top of the
"I've done
mast."
this for
Yeah.
years."
You guys successfully make it through
No one
the
went
storm.
overboard. I count all the
Congratulations.
people.
Worst case scenario, we can just make like a pulley system for him. He just slides across below deck.
Oh, that's actually really helpful.
So you guys make your way along the sea. Continue on further and further. Days go by. No storms. Till eventually, 4th day heading south, do you see a ship in the distance, directly where you had plotted it. Maybe about 1,000, 2,000, maybe about 2 miles away, mile away.
Is it? There's no fog or anything. It's a pretty clear day.
It's a clear day. Well, you know what? How many more days was it? Sorry. I know. Yeah, you're right. So how many days was it to get there?
I think it was 4. Yeah.
4. All right. So that was day 1. Day 2. Yep. Day 3. Yep. Day 4. Clear skies.
Everyone ready?
Yeah. Guess so.
We're gonna move in close, hit him with the mangonels, and if we can, try and take out their sails.
Sure you don't want to move in by nightfall, or you think they spotted us by now?
If we can see them, I'm sure they can see us.
Alright.
Do you got a spyglass?
No.
Can you see what they have on their ship?
Jacob,
Yep.
Spyglass. Probably a good idea.
make a. Yeah, I keep forgetting about it every time we. Can we make a perception check to see what they have on their ship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll perception.
Oof.
Hey.
Harry.
19.
19, huh?
Mm-hmm, huh.
Mm-hmm. Got a 16. Which might pass
16.
I got a 6.
I'll look off into the distance and kind of stare onwards.
We don't have one of those.
Hmm?
You went like this, but we were just talking about how we don't have one.
Hold up my eye. No, like
Okay. What? Sorry. What'd you get on your checks?
16.
6.
19.
You're like, and Hemo, you're just like, looks like a ship. And you pull up the scope in your gun,
Yeah.
look down. The ship has abnormally red sails.
Blood sails.
Red or like dark brownish red?
Red. Bright red.
Are
Orangish
they
even.
the Crimson guys? What are those people called? The Crimson...
Enclave?
Not those guys. Didn't you just talk about Crimson something?
Scarlet Brotherhood?
Scarlet
It's-
Brotherhood.
No, it shouldn't
Never
be.
heard of them.
No? Shouldn't it be them? They're
Unless-
not
unless-
pirates?
unless it
Those are like
was
huge
something.
spoilers.
No, the Scarlet
Johannesson?
Brotherhood seems to be some sort of conspiracy through Rocky Island.
Okay.
So that's
Are you saying that right now?
kind of whispering it, yeah? Because usually, like, is that those people? No, I don't think so.
I haven't given that
I'm not
detail
from
either.
here. I don't know.
Hemo doesn't know who they are.
I know, but
Their characters do. I forget how you know, but
She said it yesterday, like the night she told us everything.
I forgot.
is that all you see?
Well, looks like a normal boat with pretty hefty carrying space.
How do we know
Weapons?
that-
Can you tell what
Also-
kind of ship it is?
They do got crimson sails.
Crimson sails.
How do we know that this is the ship that we're looking for?
If we plotted correctly, that's how we know.
And if we plotted incorrectly, are we just going to kill a bunch of
If we
innocent people?
plotted incorrectly, then it is a goddamn motherfucking miracle that we found a boat in this exact quadrant while sailing out into the middle of nowhere. I mean,
didn't
no
learn anything else
disrespect,
about-
my lady, but that would be
didn't
some
learn anything
hell of
else?
a probability.
Still a chance that we could
Didn't
just
you
Like,
kill a
spend
bunch
days-
of people.
Yeah. I mean, I know they're captain.
Well, if they
Our
start
purpose.
shouting unarmed,
They don't have,
we'll
like,
figure it out.
Jacob, from my investigations, did I know that this ship had crimson sails?
Nope.
Okay. Then, yeah, no.
Maybe we shouldn't just jump the gun. Your gun, at least.
maybe?
Excuse you.
Maybe we should get in close.
Because it has red sails?
That doesn't change anything.
No, I mean, you're worried about attacking.
Why don't you turn into
Innocents.
like a bug or a fish and you sail over there?
Well,
And then you
if I'm a
can
fish,
see-
I can't really see the top, but I can't really be things that can fly yet. I haven't learned that.
I've
Could you,
seen,
could you at least try and see if there's a name on the ship?
I've seen
Yeah.
some sea
Stern,
snakes
near the
or
bow?
sea
Could
snakes.
try to do that.
If you can find the name of the ship, then like, confirm what is the correct ship.
Sure. You don't think people would hurt a dolphin, right?
What?
I've
You don't think
seen.
people would hurt a dolphin, right?
Maybe if they were hungry enough.
Maybe not.
Well,
Who's that?
hopefully they're not.
Was that? A friend of
We do
mine.
need to get a
I've
little
said that
bit
before, yeah.
He's afraid of yours.
2 miles away is too far away for me to swim.
That's a song.
I need to get a little bit closer.
Jesus Christ, was it?
I would suggest jumping into
It's
the
a
water
good
on the
ass
other side of the
song.
ship.
Yeah.
That way you don't see you.
Already? How much closer are we gonna get? 5? Does it seem like it's moving towards us or away from us?
Hard to tell.
It's headed
What
wherever
direction
it
is it facing?
It's 2 miles away. It's difficult to tell. You know there's a ship there. With a spyglass, you barely make out that it's red with a 19 perception check. It's difficult to tell what direction it's going. You want to use a spyglass and try to see what direction it's going, you can do that.
That's kind of what I figured, was if you could see the sails, you would probably be able to tell what direction the sails are in.
Okay.
We're going to start moving closer to it, though.
It's okay.
It's either away or towards us.
Oh, here. You make a survival check. You make a perception check.
Again?
Yes.
16.
19.
From your course and from what you can see, it is moving further south. Its back is to you. You're on its tail end.
Well, against our oddly placed and very sudden wavering sense of motive, I'm going to leave it up to the captain. What the hell do you think we should
We're
do?
moving closer.
It's not wavering motive, it's worry about killing people that don't deserve to die.
Got a quick question for you. What kind of ports are in this direction?
I don't know.
Water
Maybe not-
deeps in this
not
direction.
from-
I mean, I'm assuming quite a bit since there's a entire
Are there any
I'm
ports?
I know you're moving
nearby.
closer.
Are there any ports nearby?
The only thing
You're in
I
the middle
know.
of the ocean.
Yeah. If you're going but if you're going south,
If you're going south, you might hit the other end of the Azure Sea.
which would be like water deep.
No. It would
Okay.
be
Waterdeep South, though, isn't it?
Maybe across the continent.
yeah. I know everybody hates it, but yeah, I merged Greyhawk and Forgotten Realms together, so get over it.
But just a little bit.
No, you would hit
Yo, mama's that?
Why would you do that?
If you hate it, I don't care.
Well, I mean, literally in the beginning of the DM's guide, it says like
the you would hit the
Okay.
Amito jungle if you kept going south. You could also, if you went even further and further, you could hit.
Would I know if this is a normal route for either traders or like caravans?
Well, yeah, because the sea princes are east. They have their own like land and area, and it's east where most of their ports are. But it's very far away from here. It's days and days and days away.
Okay.
So
And
that's why
going
it's
the
their
wrong
prowling
direction.
grounds. Is they're probably sailing around trying to look for merchant ships to steal.
Mhm.
So no, there aren't really any ports nearby where you are right now. But yeah, there are ports everywhere.
Okay.
does that answer my question?
Whether or not it's a pirate ship or not. I mean, it's still hard to tell.
Then I will leave it up to you, Captain. If this ship sinks, it is on your dead conscience.
We're gonna get closer and then just
Alright.
make a. If it has a tiefling captain, it's a pretty good inclination.
You also see the name.
Bit of a racist statement. Got a lover who's a tiefling.
Got a lot of those.
The captain of damnation is a tiefling, so
That's
I
valuable
think
information.
that we should try and find the name of the ship too.
Yeah.
yeah.
That'd be more telling than the captain.
Some pirate ships I've
Or what
known
makes it
don't
so-
exactly leave their name on the brow.
They sometimes do. I don't know.
We get closer.
Okay, you guys continue to head closer and closer, further and further, until eventually you notice that the ship begins to kind of fan out, turn, move over. At this point, you do get a good sight of its sails, and its flag as well, Sea Prince's flag.
Okay.
You can see the name of the ship as well.
How
Says
close are we?
Damnation. At this point, 2,000 feet,
Okay.
and
When we get within 800, we're
firing.
yeah.
And these sails are red, and they're textured, thick scales.
It's a lot better than flesh.
That would be so gross. No, not flesh sails.
Red flesh.
If they were flesh,
Red
I'd be like,
dragon scale
this is worse
sails.
than loyalty
Yeah.
brand.
It'd be like, here we go.
You guys get closer and closer and closer, till eventually the ship also turns. You hear ding, 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 move off from the ship, and you can hear shouting coming from them as well.
They
They're
must
also
know you're
preparing for
here.
battle.
Me.
You guys are at this point 1,000 feet away from one another. Roll initiative.
Collectively or individually?
Yeah, everybody gets individual initiative, and the ships get their own initiative as well.
Fuck.
That's the first
Let me get
roll
my
I've
ship
had all
combat
day.
music. Oh my gosh, guys, we haven't done this yet. This is great. And let me pull up that map. So we'll do this kind of like Starfinder combat, where we'll have little minis representing the ship.
Cool.
Do we need to get our minis?
Yes, go ahead and get your minis, but that'll be for a different point. Also get two minis representing ships.
I'd assume large.
No, they can just be regular size since we'll just use whatever.
It's probably too late to make this kind of thing, but can I see what size or what type of ship this is?
It's very clearly a sailing ship.
Thank God.
Dual wielding fighter is in there, but it really doesn't matter. Just any fighter.
I have China's mini already.
I have mine.
So just grab me something and I'll land
You see, Black Flag music is great.
I know. Ah. Ooh.
Do you remember?
Scared me.
Oh, I forgot to get these.
Do you guys remember in Black Flag the fortresses that you have to
Yeah.
take out?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's like my favorite part of that game
Mhm.
is taking those out,
Mm.
and
It's
I
so
really want to make
satisfying.
that. Like, yeah, it is very
'Cause
satisfying.
They're extremely easy combat with very, very like you have pinpoints and then you have massive rewards. You just earn this whole thing.
So
Game design.
Grim is going to have a bunch of those in
Oh,
the
cool.
Mystic world. So,
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Jacob,
Huh.
just so you know, I sent you a message, but you do not have to worry about it until after the game.
Sounds good.
Slogans. And then I gave the ships are
Oh,
zombies.
dynamic dungeons. There it is.
I'm gonna replay that game.
Yeah.
I just recently replayed it. I played it like a year and a half ago.
Black
But,
Flag.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
Is everybody
So
back
fun.
in Minecraft right now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, just revisiting old games like
Yeah.
during the hiatus of good games. And
Good games
gooder
have
games.
not come out recently.
No.
very much. It's been such a
Good like indie
Whoa.
games have come out, but
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
nothing
good
like.
smaller games, sure, but
Yeah.
nothing.
This video is not sponsored by Risk of Rain 2. Go buy it. It's a great fucking game. It's just like a Borderlands 2.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like an RNG like Binding of Isaac type of that.
That's cool.
It's super super fun.
I should check it out.
I've got like 50 hours into it, and it's still in alpha,
I'm trying
so they're still
trying to
updating.
finish
I think about halfway through.
I mean, yeah, Red Dead 2 did come out recently, and then God of War.
Semi recently.
But, like-
still don't say anything about Red Dead because it's something for a second.
Yeah, I wasn't
Neither
going
am
to.
I.
Just that it's a good game.
Yeah.
So big.
It's
Yes,
so
it's
big.
painfully big. Something to learn from, I guess. I feel like Zelda was perfect in size.
I am of the opposite opinion with you. This Breath of the Wild was painfully big, and Red Dead was perfect in terms of like world. I enjoyed Breath of the Wild more. I like that game.
Yeah.
I think it's a better game. But if we're gonna top on scale, I didn't even get close to finding anything in Breath of the Wild in comparison to Red Dead. Like,
You don't
holy
like to
crap!
explore though.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're gonna make every little. Oh no, the Titanic!
That's how we win.
Just for
Can we get the Titanic? I want the Titanic as a ship
Let's name our
would
boat
you
the
want
Titanic.
because it's freaking huge and it's metal and I can outfit it to
Can we
destroy
name our-
everything.
can
I can
we
just
name
run
our
into
boat?
ships and then they'd be dead.
Can we name our boat the Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yes.
That's an awesome ship name. Okay, I'm gonna point my camera up a little
Leonardo.
bit. Can you guys go ahead and you guys get the upward view of me? That's
Ooh.
right. This would be like if you were. Never mind.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Jacob Matthews.
Slopping that knob like corn on the cob.
Oh,
I want to go home now.
every
done,
square is gonna be 100 feet.
Okay.
Put
Cool.
where your ship is. Put where their ship
Yeah,
is.
do you want to be this one?
Sure.
Put us where we are.
10 squares away.
It's really hard to see what
All
squares
right.
are right there.
For reference,
Yeah.
they are a flesh golem and we are a zombie.
Why are those the minis?
You said to pick anything. So I picked those.
We need to get like miniature ships now.
No, we
I
need to
know.
buy that
Oh,
big ass boat at GameCore.
Yeah, we need to get
I
that.
want it.
We need that giant boat too, just for actual like on deck combat. But
Have we announced our Patreon yet?
Not yet.
No, I mean when
you
this
know
goes
what?
out.
I
yeah.
should
Maybe,
make
I don't
some. I should make some ship models and then send them to you to get printed.
That would be awesome. Okay, so let's roll initiative. Cyrus,
13.
Hemo,
It's okay.
14.
Rosalie.
26.
That's what it rolled for you. China,
11.
Vara.
16.
Okay,
Oh, no, would you
and
look
what did the
that
sea
in
ghost get?
How do I determine that?
As a -2
Okay.
to its initiative
But
bonus.
then doesn't the crew affect it and everything?
Oh, I think it does. Hang on, let me check.
Be a little careful. Don't want that camera
Ships and initiative. A ship rolls initiative using its dexterity and uses its crew quality score as a modifier to that roll.
So
The
plus
quality
7.
score of the crew is currently...
It rolled a 12. I'll let you know that. So,
I wrote it down in the book that I don't have.
We're at like 3 or 4. I know we're really well.
And they have a +1 right now, so we'll say your quality score right now is 5.
So it's 15.
15, alright. Seago's got a 15. Their ship got a crap roll. Top of the round, Rosalie, is any of the player characters doing anything?
Not
This
so
round?
I mean,
now.
there's nothing for us to really do. Just yelling
Well-
at the crew
Okay.
to get
There
ready.
are like specific officer actions, right?
There are special officer actions,
The more
like
you know.
take aim and full speed ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to try and prep our ballista's actions or whatever to
Yeah.
fire.
As an
them
action, the
over.
captain, first mate, or bosun directs the crew's firing, aiding and aiming in one of the ship's weapons. Select one of the ship's weapons that is within 10 feet of the officer. It gains advantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of the ship's next turn.
I will tell you, make sure that the crew aims for their weapons.
Okay.
So,
we have
well,
2 weapons right now.
Yeah,
I'll
well,
go
then
to
we'll
the-
go in initiative order. So, Rosalie, you were first. The other one is full speed ahead. The captain, first mate, or bosun can exhort the crew to work harder and drive the ship forward faster. Roll a d6 and multiply the result by 5. The ship gains a bonus and that to its
I
speed.
will go over to the.
Sorry, you two, you can't really do much because cooking and navigating isn't really a thing that happens in combat.
I'm gonna go to the group that is in charge of firing the ballista and just
Okay.
keep giving them orders.
Do you want to do the take aim?
Sure.
So as an action, they're going to get advantage on their next attack roll with the ballista.
Oh, great.
Vara, are you doing anything? Nope.
Could prepare an action.
I mean, you'd be
All
preparing
my
an action
actions are
for.
60 feet away.
Pretty close to what
Yeah.
it is, right?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Hey, I won at GameCore, but it's
I
$200.
went and I wasn't there on the shelf.
They bought. Somebody bought it. You can get it
Top,
online.
right? Yeah.
What do we do if they surrender?
We take their goods.
Yeah, we take him back to Saltmarsh, throw him in prison.
We have a brig, right?
All right, it's the Sea Ghost's turn.
All right. Am I just doing that?
You're the
I mean,
captain.
you're the
You control the
captain.
ship.
All right.
Maybe hold the sea ghost's action until we can move forward
This is,
faster.
I was gonna say, this is
How
the
close are
only,
we?
This is the only thing I can see.
We're still
being
100
like,
feet.
Okay.
Ship
Or-
combat.
Did you do the speed up thing?
No, I did.
No,
You didn't take
I'm,
it.
I'm asking you to hold their action till either you or I do that.
Didn't you do take aim?
Mhm.
Does it work twice? Where if he does it as well?
Doesn't get
We
double
have,
advantage.
we
That's
have
what I
2
mean.
weapons, so...
You can't do full speed ahead twice.
No, she did a weapon.
Yep.
I'm saying we should do full speed ahead before the boat moves, and then the one remaining officer
I think that-
does it to the second weapon, so we both get advantage and move faster.
Just so I let you know, you can only do full speed ahead once.
Yeah.
You can't have 2 people do it.
No, I'm saying that.
Oh, okay.
We
alright.
have 2 weapons. One of them has advantage right
Well,
now.
what are you doing?
That's why we're figuring this out.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
Do full speed ahead, and then make on your turn, and then make the boat move after your turn.
Okay, well it's the boat's turn right now. So you want me to
So,
hold the boat's action
yes.
so that you can do whatever, or I can
Yes.
do it. Okay.
Either
Then
one of
I'm
us.
holding the actions.
All right, Hemo, it's your turn.
Full speed ahead.
Okay, we're doing full speed ahead.
Full speed ahead.
How's
Roll a
working?
d6.
Okay. 4.
All right, so 4 times 5 is
20.
20. So it gets an extra 20 feet of movement speed on top of its already. What's your speed already at the moment?
5 miles per hour. 100.
You can go 45 feet if you're in the wind.
Oh,
We're
that's
going to randomly determine the wind direction.
Well,
So it'd be 1, 2,
Visually.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
if the wind is
1,
blowing,
2. It is blowing that way. So,
so we kind of have it.
we would have to go that way.
no,
No.
it's blowing that way.
Yes.
meaning that
We
you
want it to
currently
blow
have
with
the
us.
wind.
We want it to blow with us.
I learned about boats.
Okay, if the wind's blowing
No,
this way, you're going to blow this way.
Sailboats might be different.
What are you talking about?
Sailboats are different.
If the wind is going against your sails, you're being pushed backwards.
So you have the wind.
I know, I understand
Alright,
that.
Sailboats are. You want them to be at an angle.
So if you have the
Yeah,
wind,
This one you
We
want
can
because
get
we
closer.
have
you can
straight
move 60 feet.
square
Yep.
sails.
And
Yeah.
you can
And
also
want-
you,
want-
I mean,
you
I
told
can go
full
80.
speed ahead, so you can go 80.
Okay. So this is gonna get kind of complicated.
Doesn't each square 100 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna take fucking forever.
So just move one
Well,
square.
But
We can make it 50 feet if you guys
that
want.
we're rolling over. The only problem is that we're rolling over.
Every square is 50 feet.
Yeah.
It's still gonna get weird because of the 80. So it doesn't really matter. So 80 puts us
Right here.
That's at 920 away. And then if we do another 80, that puts us at 740. Right? Is my math right? Am I doing this wrong? I feel like I'm doing
On a
this wrong.
turn, ship
840.
can take 3 actions, choosing from the options below. Move. You can move 3 times if you want to, going 8, 16, 2. No, you only get the 20 bonus. No, you get it each time. You can go 240 feet.
But then
So-
we can't fire, right?
Hmm?
Then we cannot fire.
No. So it's up to you.
Can I move twice and then hold to see if they move, and then if they move closer, fire?
Yeah, you can hold your actions. So how far do you want to move?
Okay, so then I'm gonna move 240 or 160. Yeah.
Okay. So each one is still 100.
So 50, 100.
No.
Each
One's still
one's
100.
100.
Oh.
If you want to make each one 50, then blow that one back 5 squares.
No, it's alright.
All right.
We're just
So
in
you're,
between
so you're there.
squares.
Okay. That was 2
Fuck,
movements.
why would we do that?
Cyrus, are you doing anything?
Huge waste of time. Yeah, I wanted to prep the other weapon for advantage.
All right. It gets advantage. China, are you doing anything?
Nope.
All right. The other ship is going to go. It is going to move closer towards you as well. They will also do a full speed ahead.
They're against the wind.
They are against the wind, so they do not. They move less speed. They can only go. They're actually sailing into the wind. They can only go 15 feet. So they are going to move forward. If they can go 3, and that would they would get a
They can move 15 feet and they go 300 feet?
no.
No.
That's
He
not what I
means-
said.
It just means they get to move 3 times.
Oh,
They
okay.
get 3 actions. So if they have 15.
They go
plus-
45 feet.
45 feet.
Go 45. So 2 actions moves them 1 square. That's what they'll do.
Okay, I
Move
think that
one
puts
square.
them into range, right?
Yep. That does
And
put you
they
in
will
range.
also turn.
It does
and-
put us in range to fire.
Does turn
You're both gonna fire at the exact same time then.
does turning cost movement?
Well, that was what the prep was. The prep was to fire as soon as.
No, they can move and turn at the same time.
Okay.
So they're turning whole side. They don't even have to do that. They don't have cannons.
Yeah.
But they are going to fire their mangonel, and I'm assuming you guys are firing your mangonel.
Yeah, I'm wanting to aim for their ballista.
Aiming for. Oh my god. Okay. Aim for their ballista. I don't think you guys add your crew bonus to your attacks. I believe.
No, they have like a plus already.
Yep. And it is plus.
I mean,
5.
we can do that because.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so it's technically their turn, and you're holding your action until what they're doing. I know that they just got in range, but it's still their turn. They're going to fire first.
Yep.
So they're going to shoot their mangonel at you. They're going to aim for your hole.
Not to
They get an 8.
Cool.
retort or defy, but I'd assume if we held our actions would proc before theirs.
Game discretion.
Well, yeah, just for clarity.
Technically, no, because we're even playing that rule wrong.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So,
Technically, you're supposed to hold your whole round.
yeah, you can't just hold specific actions. I'm just letting you do it. Now you
Most
can
like
fire.
top there.
Okay.
Mhm.
Both of us fire at advantage.
Okay. Well,
You
no.
move twice. You only get 1 shot.
Yeah.
You can fire ballista or fire mangonel. And ballista is not in range.
I don't know what I'm firing.
You're
So
firing
fire
the
mangonel.
mangonel. I have the ballista.
Should I keep it as is?
I mean, you rolled
Did
it.
you see what the dice were?
No,
Yeah.
re-roll it.
Pick 'em up.
Pick them both up. You have disadvantage already, but you have advantage because it's in the long range. So, roll a normal roll.
+5?
Yep.
Mhm. Nice.
I'm not gonna roll anymore.
What'd you get?
Wait. +6.
And you're aiming for their ballista.
13.
13.
13 misses the ballista.
Mm.
Ballista has a high armor class.
Yep.
Just splashes off on the side, completely misses.
Alright, I think I have something I would like to do.
Okay. Top of the
Oh.
round is Rosalie. What?
Can the death squad fire with their longbows?
What's their range?
800. It's a longbow.
So,
Or 600.
lumber range is 600.
That's the ship's
Never mind.
turns.
It's only 600. So.
If you abstain one of your the ship's actions because the crew has to move it, then yes, they can fire.
Okay.
Rosalie, it's your turn.
Do I have to redo the action I took last
Take
time
aim if you want to. Yes.
to give them advantage again? again?
It's every round. Yeah.
Okay,
Every round you
then
have to do the action.
I do
Okay,
that.
Vara.
Well, maybe this will work. I'm gonna see if I can get rid of their gun. And I'm gonna jump into the water and turn into a dolphin.
Awesome! Is that action to watch it?
Yeah, it is.
Alright,
I'll
so
start
use your
swimming.
action.
I can go 50 feet, a move.
Put your
so
mini down.
I would be right about here.
In my opinion, this is when it gets fun. Is when the characters can get involved and
Yeah.
start doing shit alongside the ships.
This
You're
is like
just
all you
like,
wanted to do
I'm
in
gonna be a
Starfinder.
dolphin.
You're
I
like,
know! It is the dumbest thing in Starfinder that
Yeah.
you can't jump off the ships.
Doesn't it
Go
also
into
take
space and just be like,
take
I'm gonna board
movement
your
to
ship.
yeah, I like their ship combat system.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Okay,
makes
you
sense
start
that
doing
you
that.
have to, like,
It is the
move.
Sea Ghost's turn.
Should we just pass you up? No, I don't think we're fast enough.
I'm just gonna use all of it to fire.
Like I say, it might be
All
bad
of it to
just
fire?
not move.
All three?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you using yours specifically for the ballista, or?
To give them advantage, but aren't they out of range still?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
What
Can
is
we
Oh.
just say it's for the mangonel?
Yeah,
Okay. Do you want to roll?
sure.
What is ballista's range?
It's like
120, 480. And then the mangonel is 200, 800. So
I have disadvantage though, right? Or
You
you
disadvantage.
gave yourself advantage though.
But you
Okay.
have
So normal roll. What are you attacking?
Is the ballista
The attack ballistas.
is the ballista even in range of the
Well, that's
long
what I'm
range?
doing.
I'm not doing the
You're
ballista.
not doing the
No.
19.
Plus 5, 19, yeah.
19.
Yeah.
Boom! You slam right into their ballista. Roll damage. The damage with a mangonel is
5d10.
5d10.
Are you aiming for the ballista?
That's what the
Few more
captain told me to
d10s.
do. 5d10.
Okay.
10, 17, 19, 21 damage.
21 damage. Holy shit.
Does she get advantage on the rest of the rolls?
No, it's one action to take aim for one thing. So another captain would have to do it.
Am I doing 3 attacks right now?
Yeah.
Can you attack 3 times with that weapon?
No, I don't think so.
Uh,
it needs
it-
to reload.
Yep. Well, no. It says
Yes,
I
you
have
can
3
move.
actions, and then those actions are fire ballista, fire mangonel, or move.
Basically, you're commanding the entire crew to focus on the mangonel, and they're all loading and firing it.
Okay.
So fire again, disadvantage.
Oh yeah, huh?
What are you aiming for?
Did that ballista break all the way, or?
No,
Okay, then I'm just gonna keep attacking that.
you just hit it.
Oh. my gosh.
1.
One. Oh my god. Okay, you go over and the crew starts loading it and it gets jammed and they have to spend some time to get rid of it and they're like, okay, now it's ready to fire. Alright, and your last one?
9.
9.
Yeah.
Goes flying off and way, way, way far. Goes in the distance. Hemo, what are you doing?
I guess nothing, because the only other thing I do is we take aim, but
Doing anything, Cyrus?
You should do that though.
take aim. We already used all our actions.
Yeah, but you can hold it.
Yeah, you can. Next round,
What
they'll
can
have.
I do?
Oh, okay. Then I'll do that, Jacob.
You-
I'm gonna do take aim so that it lasts for next round.
On the mangonel?
Yeah.
Alright. You can take aim. You can do full speed ahead.
I'll do full speed ahead.
Full speed ahead. Roll that d6.
4.
4, so the ship gets an extra 20 feet of movement. Chena, you doing anything?
Nope.
Alright, and their ship, they are going to do their best to get as close as possible to you by moving. They're going to do full speed ahead
Yeah,
as well.
come into range.
Extra 10, they move 15. So
It's 25.
25. So if they do all 3, they get to go
75.
just barely 100. So they're just pushing into the wind.
So I
Okay, the
double-checked,
75,
my
not
swimming
100.
speed is 60 feet.
As long as they're using
Okay.
all 3, it doesn't matter.
Top of the round, Rosalie.
Can we both give the mangonel advantage?
For 2 shots.
Okay, then I'll do that.
Okay. Vara, you're gonna move. Are you dashing?
What did you?
She turned into a dolphin. She's gonna try to go get over their ship.
Top dolphin.
Yeah.
It's
How,
like a torpedo.
Yeah.
the top of the ship.
Yeah.
How big does it seem to be, like in terms of space?
100 feet by 20 feet.
Perfect.
We're launching our torpedo dolphins.
Yeah. Should hire a
it's the
bunch
sea
of
ghost
other
turn.
druids
'What's the sea ghost doing?
to take aims in a.
It's its turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Just let you
Fire?
know I did roll on when the wind will change.
Okay.
It'll do it in a few rounds.
So we can move 80 right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we're 60 into this 100, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't. So. Doing another one would push us 20
I
into the
also
next
added
one.
us the extra movement speed that we got last round.
That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would be like right here.
Well, let's just take three shots. I don't want to move all the way.
They're moving towards us
Where are we
anyway.
going?
We're not moving. We're just gonna keep firing.
So, do I still have disadvantage, or did they come into range for it to not be?
No, it's 200 for them to be in range.
Okay, so I just have 2 regular rolls and then
2
1 at
regular
disadvantage.
shots.
Oh, you're rolling both. That's fine.
Do you want to roll one?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Still aiming for
20.
the ballista.
Yeah, 22.
22 hits. Roll damage.
Oh boy.
Better than last time. 10, 22, 30 damage.
You destroy their ballista.
What next?
Absolutely. The rock just lands into it, and there's this big explosion of splinters on the side of their ship as they completely lose their ballista.
Do they have another one?
No.
Do they have a mangonel?
They do have a mangonel.
Okay.
That's what they've been firing at you this whole time.
Have we taken any damage?
Nope, they suck.
Take aim at that then, I guess.
Yeah, roll another attack. What are you hitting there, mangonel?
Yeah.
Alright, go for it.
Another 22.
Yeah, roll damage.
I hate rolling like the D100s for D10. I hate it.
Yep, I feel that.
22.
22 damage.
Any
Holy
specific reason or?
It's like
And then 1 at
that's
disadvantage.
a 4.
Yeah.
That's a 6.
Oh.
It's not a 6, man.
13.
13?
For the last one.
For the last one, completely misses.
Alright.
Alright, Hemo, you doing anything?
I'm gonna do take aim again.
Alright, Cyrus?
I told the boat to go, but it didn't go.
You were like, full speed ahead, and the captain was like, no!
I'm gonna hold my round.
Okay.
Fucking
I
nothing
mean, you
back.
can give.
Chino, you doing
Mangonel.
anything?
Yeah, you can do the take aim as well.
And
And,
then
then, we
one.
have, and then we have 3. Then we can
Oh.
use all 3
Yeah.
shots.
Yeah, I'll take aim then.
They are going to do the same thing and follow your strategy and fire 3
Oh.
times.
Scrubs.
I'm still gonna abstain to holding it out.
You're not doing
And-
take aim?
All 3 are going to try to go into your sails.
Great.
Set on the
We've
one.
got a 21, a 9, and a 20.
So 2 hit.
2 hits. That is... $72 damage to your sails.
Holy crap.
Jesus.
You guys are sitting by, and then all of a sudden, you hear 2 shots go off. 3 of them. One of them goes over the side. The second one crashes into the center. What is that thing? The mast of the ship. The second one rips right through the sails, and now there are sails flinging everywhere. They are incredibly damaged.
What's our speed at now?
It is -5 speed per 25 damage taken.
Okay, so
-3.
minus 15.
You have -15 to speed.
Mhm.
All right. Top of the round, Rosalie.
Can I?
Take
If
aim.
it's the top of the round, can I use my action?
You sure can. What are you doing?
I would like to. I'll patch it. And.
Oh, that's a thing you can do?
Yeah, repair it for 15 damage.
Oh shit! So Cyrus runs over, starts grabbing ropes, and starts bringing it back together and hammering. And you start patching the ship together, healing the sails for 15 health.
Alright.
The wind is going to change. Starts blowing a different direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It literally starts blowing south, and I guess north, and they now have the wind.
Okay.
Rosalie, it's your turn.
Take aim.
Take aim. Vara, you gonna continue? Torpedo Dolphin?
Torpedo dolphin.
All right. Sea Ghost.
They didn't take their turn yet, right?
They have not taken their turn yet. They did some serious damage to your sails, and
Yeah,
you
let's
no longer
just-
have the wind.
Let's just
Take out their weapons.
How much?
yeah,
damage
take out their
did we
mangonel.
take?
What?
How much did we take?
We took 72. We're at the sails are at 43 out of 100 right now.
24.
24 hits. They're what?
The mangonel.
They hit their mangonel.
10.
10 does not hit the
The
mangonel.
only other weapon they have left.
Yeah.
And then 11.
It's not.
11 does not hit. So roll the 5d10 for the
9, 10, 13. 23. 31 damage.
You hit their mangonel again, but that thing is hella strong. Hemo?
Just doing the taking.
Okay. Cyrus?
Take aim.
All right. Sheena?
No.
I'm going to
can't
cook
do
some
anything.
great food later.
I literally can't do anything.
Their ship, they are going full speed ahead, getting as close to you as they can. They roll a 6 on their full speed ahead, meaning they can go
Oh my
5,
God.
10, 50, 20, 25, 30, meaning they can go 110, basically a space, a turn, and go 1, 2, 3, right next to Vara. Yep.
Good. The dolphin can get them.
They move through the water, and you catch up right next to him. Top of the round, Rosalie.
Take aim.
Okay.
All three won't have disadvantage now.
Vara?
And wait,
What?
they're in range for both of
Yes.
our weapons now. So
So
What are you doing, Vara?
So
You're right up next to the
advantage for
ship.
everything.
I want to kind of like dive down
Yes.
and then go up.
Great.
And as I go up, I'll drop the
dolphin, wild
Dolphin.
shape.
wild shape.
Yep.
I don't want to land on their ship. I just want to like turn and see where their mangonel is,
Okay.
and I'm going to right in front of it cast Dust Devil.
We sent our combat dolphin to attack your ship. Dust Devil does
so,
what?
So if the mangonel is here, I'm casting it behind. So when they fire it, so in the space where they would need to go to fire it,
Yep.
there is now a 5-foot cube of air that resembles a dust devil. Any creature that enters within 5 feet of the dust devil must make a strength saving throw or take 1d8 bludgeoning damage and be pushed 10 feet away from it. So I'm literally trying to keep them away from their own weapon.
Okay.
This is-
okay.
It's the scene in the Matrix where
And
Trinity
I'll
does
jump
that
up.
thing. She
It
comes
is,
up.
and I'll just
and
land
she's
in the
like,
water.
"Huh,
I won't
I'm
launch
gonna
it
cast
back.
this.
I'm
Oh,
just
you
gonna
just
kind
cast
of
the Dust Devil right on
I'm
their
just gonna
ballista.
kind of dive so that they can't.
On their mangonel. Okay. So this is going to do damage to their crew. Does it do it right away, or is it on their turn?
Any creature that enters within 5 feet. So if they try to stay with it
Does
and try to
it does
fire,
it
You
damage
catch
objects?
5 of the crew members next to that thing.
it just says any crew member that ends their turn. I don't
Alright,
know what the
Seagulls?
crew's initiative is, but
It's on the ship's initiative.
okay.
Firing at the mangonel.
Fire at the mangonel.
It has
All with
Two-
advantage.
You have
May
advantage.
not,
Did you
Yeah.
do you take?
So they all have
may not
advantage.
matter that I did any of that because, you know.
Well,
I mean,
if we
it's,
take it out, then we can focus the attacks on other things.
Yeah.
But so-
over 20.
Yep.
you just gotta be at 15.
That beats a 15. That beats a 15.
Okay. You hit him. That is 15 d10 damage. Do you want me to roll it for you? Because I have a dice roller.
I mean, I like to do
Okay,
it,
go
but, it's 18, 23 for the first one.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
If you lower their
16.
crew, you literally hurt the ship as well, and that's literally
Yeah,
what
you're
you're
gonna
do.
hit 5 guys. 16,
16?
yeah.
Okay.
And then better.
That's the roll we needed.
Yeah. 18.
So 18, 16, and
It was 23, 16.
so 39 so far. Okay.
18, 21,
Add 31 to that.
27, 28, 29, 34, 30, 36 plus what?
39.
It's 39.
Yep. So 60, whatever, 70 something.
75.
You destroy the mangonel.
Cool.
Hemo, it's your turn.
Take aim.
Cyrus?
How far away are they?
I'm just yelling at people. I'm not even
300
doing
feet.
anything. I'm just making people
Okay,
do it.
I'm gonna
for me.
assume that they're gonna move a bit forward, and
Okay.
I'm gonna
She's
prep
like-
magic missile.
Gonna prepare magic missile.
Yeah.
Okay. Sheena, just getting ready. It's their ship. They're pissed.
Yeah.
And they also lose 5 crew members as you cast the Dust Devil in the middle of the air. As soon as you cast it, boom, 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 3 3 mangonel shots hit it and just explode it, and then your Dust Devil literally throws off 5 of their crew members that splash into the water. Something can make it exploded at the edge of the ship. They are missing. They now only have 25 crew.
You're gonna hop on the ship and you're just gonna be like, time to flame on, and you're just gonna go through all of them.
It is their turn.
What's that
They
guy's
are
name?
going
Mr.
to
Fantastic?
also
Is
full
that-
speed ahead.
I think that's the
Okay.
stitch guy.
Do you more?
They are.
Human
They
Torch.
can move.
Human
They get
Torch.
an extra 5. I need to roll in the wind. 4 rounds.
Why is his name
Um,
Mr. Fantastic?
They rolled a 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 on top of their 80. So you get 110. So they're gonna go. They
How far
1,
away?
2, and ram.
Do they have a ram?
They sure do.
Does that proc my ability, or does that trigger like a?
No, they do not have a ram, but they're gonna ram you anyways. Does that proc your what? Your magic missile?
Yeah.
They're gonna crash on the ship first, and then it will. So if a ship moves into a space occupied by a creature or an object, the ship might crash. It definitely will crash. And when the ship crashes, it must make a Constitution saving throw. Gotta beat a 10.
Okay.
Both of us have to beat a 10.
Both ships have to beat a 10.
You have some inspiration,
They
right?
succeed.
Yes, I do.
Ooh, I can't see.
Plus 3.
You pull out the wrong die.
Just reroll, I think.
You just reroll. Doesn't matter.
No, it was a good roll.
Cheating.
That was a 19.
19.
Yeah.
Succeed. You both take half damage. Both ships take 44 damage to their hull.
Oh no. We have 300.
I know, so do they.
I know.
How much
I'm
damage?
telling
Can you do
for
the math
them.
for me?
Yeah. Because there's a handy little thing.
256.
44, right? Yeah, he's right.
Both ships have now crashed into one another. I'm going to pull up a map of their ship.
Yay!
This is what they all do.
We're gonna board it.
While we're doing that, I'm going to leave the room yet again. Yet again, I'll leave the room.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Have fun.
No.
Oh,
Have fun.
Okay.
guys.
It's about to get interesting. So they're just going to pretend this is their ship. And it goes right on by yours, crashing into the side of it. You guys are kind of now back here. I will let you take your... that's their turn. On this turn is when they're kind of slamming up into the side of the ship. You guys can use your turn to jump onto their ship if you want to.
I'm gonna have the crew keep firing the ballista into their ship.
That's fine.
So-
Yeah.
But top of the round, Rosalie, it's your turn.
Hey now.
Hopping onto their ship.
Oh, sorry. What are you
Oh, yeah.
casting? You're casting magic missile on what?
Who comes within range?
The entire ship and its crew.
Alright, I'll fire on 3 random crew members.
Okay, just to keep it simple, because they only have 2 hit points.
Oh.
You kill.
I literally can't not kill them.
Yeah, I know. You kill 3 random crew members, bringing
Yay.
down their crew to 22.
Does our crew have that same stat? Does our crew have that same stats?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all
gosh.
commoners.
Commoners.
Holy crap, I rolled amazing.
Okay, top of the round, Rosalie. Bunch of magic missiles start going off. The ships are colliding with one another, dealing tons of damage. What are you doing?
Do. Hopping over there.
You easily hop onto the side of the other ship, put yourself where you are.
Are you gonna put like little black specks?
Yes.
I assume that's where I hop.
Yeah, where is our ship
1,
in relation?
2,
Like
3.
right next to the ship.
At the end of this round, it won't be though. 1, 2, 3,
Uh-oh.
4, 5,
What do you mean it won't be?
6,
Yeah.
7, 8,
Oh yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Well, that's
16, 17, 18, 19. Just
What?
say there's 19 on top right now, all these guys.
Excuse you, -4.
That's, yeah, they had 30, now they have 22.
Maybe they have none?
Yeah. Maybe
And
they
their
all.
ballista is just absolutely destroyed. So is their mangonel.
I killed it.
A lot of them would be in here.
We killed it. We all did it, guys.
Alright, Rosalie, you jump onto the other side of their ship. Vara, what the heck are you doing? Are you doing anything?
I'm
else?
waiting for all of the little guys to be
Always
placed.
looks a lot
Okay.
worse than it is. Just dropping black things.
How far away am I from the ship?
we'll
It
say
sailed past you.
it sailed past you. I'll let you do whatever the heck
Alright,
you
one
want.
died.
That
If you wanted
poor
to stay holding on to the side of the ship, I'll let you.
unfortunate
Because
soul.
if I get a chance to, I'll just Misty step onto it.
Perfect.
Barely dropping it.
Yeah.
You can just be where you are.
That works.
Um,
And
So you appear onto the ship as well.
no.
No, sorry,
don't
Rosalie, what are you doing?
stare.
Here you go, Tim. Pick one.
You
Does
stab?
he look like he's gonna fight me?
Yep.
Alright, I stab him.
Give it a old flick.
There's 19 of them.
It's probably hit still.
Probably.
Some of them must be below deck.
Oh,
what was their manga
15 to hit.
Hang on, I gotta roll initiative for
They
their,
have
their officers
ballista
as well.
minis. You should get some.
If I know what their manga was, then that would be where my Dust Devil is.
neat.
One moment. They also have a
Ew,
deck wizard.
that's like the worst part of the beer.
Damn you, deck wizards.
I got 3 officers.
Uh
That
oh.
guy on the helm,
Did you say they have a deck wizard?
Oh,
they have a deck wizard.
A
That
deck
guy on the
wizard.
helm.
what do
We have a
you mean by
torpedo
helmet?
dolphin.
Right here?
On the yep.
Where is this?
Put them over there by the stairs, and then this guy.
Why are you moving?
I don't know.
It was assumed that it was where it was.
Right here.
Yep, and then put that over there. There's
Hang
put
on, that doesn't
somewhere,
mean
just put it
it.
somewhere. I don't care. That perfect.
Where was their manga now?
Their mangonel was here, and their ballista was right here.
Would be right there.
Okay. All right, Rosalie. Sorry, what are you doing?
I got a 15 to hit that guy.
You
with
kill
it.
him.
Oh.
Immediately kill one of the crew members.
And then I'll turn and throw a dagger at that guy.
Roll attack.
The dagger goes whoop, off the ship.
So close.
Shit.
Okay, Vara, you Misty Step bonus action, first level spell onto the second level spell onto the ship. What are you doing?
Do you want me to keep rolling the?
I'll do it.
Why are you
It makes more
growling?
sense then.
Yeah.
Unless you're still telling them to take aim.
I mean, I'm on the other side. In spirit,
Focus down.
they still hear me yelling at them.
Yeah, I'll go to the dude on the helm.
Okay.
She's the guy with the.
Boom.
She's the guy with the bow. That
an
guy.
interesting
Guy can
sentence.
be anything.
And I will attack with Primal Sack
Just like dude.
Sounds good.
That dude Bob.
Dude Bob.
with a 19 to hit.
That hits.
It does 7 acid damage.
You slice him with some acid, though he is still alive. Sea
We could
Ghost's
have 2
turn.
boats.
We could.
What's the Sea Ghost doing?
I was telling the crew to take aim,
Okay.
and they're going to take aim at the sails.
Okay. Roll attack on the sails. What are you attacking with?
The ballista. It's the only thing
Alright.
we can attack with.
If they lose enough crew, they will have less actions.
Ooh.
They have to get below 20 to lose one of their actions.
Like
First
yep.
hit, 1 does not hit.
1, 2.
No, 1 does not hit.
Not, yeah, it was a 10, but that doesn't hit. That's a 13, so that
21.
hits.
Yep.
And
you
that's
kill 2 more.
15, so that hits.
Roll damage.
We need to kill 2 more and they'll
Emo,
have
you're on
less than
deck.
20.
I have magic missile. I could just default kill 3.
Yeah.
There's no way I can't kill 3.
I can maybe kill at least 2 a round.
Okay.
Regular guys.
Yeah.
They suck compared to adventurers with
What makes us
automatic
special?
gun missiles.
We don't fucking know.
Pew, 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 pew.
24 plus 23 is 47.
Trying to plan out
47.
exactly
Yeah.
how
Holy
I'm doing it.
crap.
Yeah, I
I
rolled really
love
well.
how
And lose some
unfairly
speed as you
powerful
fire into their sails.
every adventure is.
Hemo?
Because a level 1 bard could kill like 20 commoners.
Yep.
I'll just do take aim again,
Okay.
and then
Hemo
I'll
stays
go.
in the ship.
And then I'll go.
And a rat could kill a commoner.
Alright.
Take them all out, Rosalie.
Sad.
I mean, a rat could kill you.
Toot toot. You can get rabies. You can get rabies from a rat.
A
I'm sure you
regular
could.
rat, no, they just do like 1 damage. A
I love
giant
rats,
rat,
guys.
you can bite your leg off.
A giant rat is like
Rats.
the size of
Rats
a
and
halfling.
mice are super cute.
Yeah, mice are.
Rats
Like
are
a dog
cute.
could kill you.
some-
Like a little white.
I got a dog in D&D.
white
can
rat.
kill
Ones
with
that
common.
Ooh, they're so.
Sorry, I gotta look up pirate deck wizard.
I really want
A dog
like a
almost
white
took
rat,
my foot
but
off.
Jacob like is like no.
Yeah.
No.
I
It
haven't
is the
just-
pirate
Or-
deck
or
wizard's
little mouse.
turn. The pirate deck wizard is gonna cast.
Fireball.
Boom! That's a terrible spell. No, we're gonna do right back at you. No, Rosalie. Rosalie, you're getting a Melf's acid arrow.
Oh, we've done that?
Hey, is
Does that
one of these guys? What's his name? The captain.
Sugar Boogaloo.
I assume.
Yeah,
Simmer?
he is the tiefling dude.
Okay.
It's the dude you're fighting. Simmer is the captain, which you are currently
He's the
fighting.
helmsman?
Mm-hmm. Gets a 13 to hit you with an acid arrow.
That's a good
Rosalie?
I'm fighting the captain.
That would miss.
I would miss.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you planning out your route to kill
Yeah.
them all?
You take half damage.
Oh. It didn't hit me though.
I know, it still takes half damage because
Oh.
Melf's acid arrow is a weird spell. 10,
Shoot.
14, 7 damage.
Oh, I thought that was half. Owie, ouch. My skin.
Cyrus, what are you doing? You jumping?
Jump.
Not quite yet.
The ship's
The ship is going to leave at the end of this round.
Oh, then yeah.
You have your one chance.
It won't be moving fast.
I'll try to cut a rope, see if I can fly across.
Yeah, make an acrobatics check.
Okay. Acrobatics or athletics or acrobatics?
It's acrobatics. It's fucking rope swinging. That's
Cool, I have a
acrobatics.
+3 to acrobatics,
Nice.
+1 to athletic. 6.
6?
Oh no.
Do you want inspiration?
I would love an inspiration. This is a very good time to have one.
So that you don't go sploosh.
16.
16? Cool. You can land wherever the heck you want on the ship.
Alright, I'll land right on top of your mom.
You swing. That's not.
She's on a ship right now, actually.
Oh, yeah. I'm over here.
You swing over and land right there, and
They're on
the
the
rest of the crew's terrified at the giant man with a gun.
Magic missile.
Oh my god!
They're scared of the gun.
They can now only take 2 actions.
Yes.
Got him. Okay, go.
All right. The captain doesn't like you, Vara, and is going to make 2 longsword attacks on you. This tiefling with looks like scars all over his face, big, buff, burly tiefling dude, long black hair, just kind of looks over you in tattered clothes and he says, "Get off my ship!"
Get off my ass.
15 and 18 to hit you.
Both hit.
Okay, that is 14 damage as he takes his long sword and does 2 attacks.
So 7.
7 damage, yes.
The shadow of the crow's nest is kind of tripping me out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheetah, jumping.
Okay, here is a question. If I
Okay.
jump, how does that affect my action slash movement?
It is your movement.
Yeah,
It's
to
my
make it-
entire movement?
It is your movement to get over to the other ship.
I gotta make a check to succeed on that.
If you want to try to get further, you can try to swing on a rope or do something creative.
No, I'm not trying to get further. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over.
I
Okay.
had the chance to go
While jumping over midway through like the jump, I'm focusing myself, using a key to take the disengage action.
You set fire to the ship.
Well, set myself on fire.
Got it.
Must land right here.
Okay.
On this guy.
Make that acrobatics check for me.
Okay. Uh, 21.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you land right there. Literally flying through the air, you catch on fire and land on the ship. And the crew's like, "Ah!"
So this guy just instantly gets 3 damage.
They're all dead. If you run through it, he's dead.
And then, so, I'm taking my action to run. Just
Okay.
to dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
It's like fucking
All
chess.
3 of those dudes literally are just like trying to pat out flames. They are caught on fire, smoke
Checkers.
going into the air, and they literally just turn and throw themselves off the ship.
This is why I'm called the flame.
Oh, it's like those guys on Game of Thrones.
that dude right there is going to run over to you, Cyrus. The dude with the sword and the red cape. Yep, he runs over to you. Regular human-looking guy comes over and just swings twice to get you off his ship. Hits a 24 and an 11.
One hit.
Cool, 7 damage.
Oof, owie, ouch. Oof, I say.
It is their ship's turn, and they are taking off, continuing away from their ship. They're going to turn, and they have no weapons, so they just keep going.
What's their speed?
As of right now, they are getting a -10 to their speed. They still have the wind, and they're busy fighting. They can't do full speed ahead, so they can go 60. They can only take 2 actions, so they're 120 feet away. Rosalie, it's your turn.
What is this thing right here?
It is a... what?
This, like...
It's like a half, like, it's hard to, it's like a rail. more or
Like a
less.
rail?
It's a rail. It's ropes that scale up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Not something I could hide behind?
No.
Okay.
There's pretty much almost nothing you can hide behind.
Yeah, I know. Which...
Freaking ship.
I can hide in dim light, but it is sunlight out. I'm gonna use my my bonus action.
Okay.
Can I try to push this person off the ship?
Shoving is an action, and it
Okay.
is a strength contest. And
Okay.
if you succeed, you push them 10 feet.
I'm gonna take
We've done
take
this
one
on
from.
airships.
I'm gonna take one from
We've
you.
also done this on top of acid pits.
Ready?
We've just been assholes.
I mean, shoving is a good way to just
Do
instantly...
What do I add to it?
Strength.
If you're a hazard,
It is
just
technically an attack.
you're a
Yeah.
hazard now.
So you're
Good
rolling
way
twice.
to do it.
No, she's adding inspiration to it.
Is it my unarmed strike or no?
It's just strength.
Okay,
Just
so
strength. Strength
10
contest.
plus 1, 11.
Dude.
Natural 1.
Oh,
You run over, and you go to the deck wizard, and you just... How do you shove them off?
let's go.
You go
Remind
over,
me of
and you-
Yaga. You suck!
You just push her off. She just flies off the ship. Flies into the water. She is... That's Rosalie.
That's me.
Bye.
Does she die?
I don't know. Vara,
We got a new deck wizard.
do what you did to the captain of the Sea Ghost. Keel haul the deck wizard. Turn the ship around. Fire the ballista.
What does the captain look like?
The captain?
Piece of shit.
Big, burly, red-skinned, golden-eyed, black-haired tiefling.
And he said, "Get off my ship."
And he's got like Hellboy horns.
All right.
New Hellboy.
I'll say.
With like.
I haven't seen that one.
I'll say,
No
look
idea.
around you. You're not gonna win this. Just surrender. Don't lose your entire crew.
Make a persuasion check.
Then he hears the cry of his deck wizard getting thrown off the ship.
Do you want inspiration?
6.
6. Okay. So the way this works is it works in stages. So however high you get, you have to do a certain amount of rolls in order to convince him. Right now, his words do seem to ring in his head. He hears you, but he's not yet convinced. He still wants to fight.
Then I'll swing at him.
All right, with your fist.
Savagery.
Oh, primal savagery. Just deck him in the face.
21.
21.
With acidic claws.
Kid, you don't want to do this. Bam!
I picture like primal
15
savagery
damage.
15
with a
damage.
monk. It's just like Wolverine claws.
Yeah.
And then based off of how he looks after that, I'm just gonna watch.
Okay, Sea Ghost.
It's firing at the sails.
All right. It's 120 feet away.
Yep, the mangonel is firing.
The mangonel.
Where's my dice? Oh, right.
I like how all of your officers, other than the surgeon,
All the officers just jump up. Carl went too. Yeah!
You look over, he's killed like
missed.
20 people.
He just missed. He's just in the water.
No, he did that thing where he tried to psych himself
in the
up and he ran all the way to the
Yeah.
edge and then he went, oh no, I'm old.
I will aid you.
Oh
keyhole.
Uh, And you say
Bam! The ship hits him. What?
it's like part of your movement to turn, so it doesn't
Make
take.
it
I don't
back
have to move
Saltmarsh
and.
find him, kill all.
No, yeah, it's a part of the
It's
yes.
flat on
Okay,
the
well then I'm
bottom
gonna
of the
start
ship.
following the ship,
Okay.
and then I fire twice and I hit twice.
Okay,
Doesn't
you now
help
have
that
the
ship
wind,
has
by
a
the
lot
way.
of barnacles at the bottom
Yeah,
of it, too.
I'm hoping I can kind of
That
keep up with
just
some of
is
it.
a
Yes.
cheese grater.
Well, we did get rid of those.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. You didn't scrape your barnacles off.
Fuck
I
yeah,
thought we made
commanded
Oceanus do
everyone,
it.
Extra weapon.
Even Carl.
Even Carl.
Jacob.
Get down there.
Getting hit by a ship is bad enough.
Getting hit by barnacles is...
Get run along the length of the ship with its barnacles. It's a cheese grater.
Yeah, you're
That's what
dead.
it.
They're
That,
literally-
that's why kill hauling is so bad.
They're
And then
like
sea salt in the wounds.
calcium bone knives, essentially.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's literally a part in this game, I believe, where there are barnacles, and if your character just skids up against them, they take piercing damage. They're so dangerous.
59 damage.
Okay, you take out their sails.
Dead
You
in water.
literally, boom, boom, boom. The sides of the sails literally just start falling down. Shreds of it fall into the ocean. This ship stops dead in its tracks. Hemo, it's your turn.
I do the thingity thing that speeds us up. That's
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Full speed ahead.
And we go 25 feet more.
You have a speed. Oh, okay, got it. Deck Wizard is in the ocean,
What is our speed though?
120 feet behind its own ship.
Yeah.
Here's your speed now. You have 80, but how much of your sails are you missing?
I mean, the ship
literally
can't go
in
anywhere
quarters.
now. Maybe
Like
she can
half.
misty step a few
Half.
times.
So you have negative 15, negative 10.
Mm-hmm.
So
So 70?
70, but what did you just roll right
25.
now? 25? No, you can't roll 25. Did you just...
I rolled a 5.
Yep, 5 times 4 is 20.
Oh, it's
So
times 4.
110. You have 110 around, so you can go 300 feet if you want to.
Okay.
The deck wizard literally can't do anything, so it slowly begins to possibly drown. Cyrus?
You want to play this game? I pull out the wave breaker,
Okay.
point it at the guy in front of me. Make an intimidation check if I can before I fire.
Roll intimidation.
9.
9? He looks cocky enough to, probably dodge it.
You're gonna lose this game, son. That is a 21.
Boom! Right into him! It has spread. He didn't realize.
Oh, it's one of those.
Don't you have extra attack? Okay, you can go bang bang.
Attack for action 1.
Oh, okay. No, because you're only level 4 fighter.
level
That's
5,
right.
Yeah. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 piercing damage.
You got him with a shotgun.
Yeah. He might still be
He
alive.
hit the side of his shoulder, and he just kind of turns, and a bunch of his armor and his skin kind of flays off to the side. He's...
You get one more chance, son. Do not fight this.
Captain looks over at you, kind of hesitant, looking around as this literally the sails fall off the ship. Looks down, sees his first mate take a shotgun at the.
And then looks at me and sees acid drop falling from my hands. It's like,
How stupid is he? How stupid. Drops his swords. Surrender, crew! Surrender! And the other guy who just got shot kind of looks over. He kind of looks angrily up at the captain as he just kind of turns, drops his weapons, and holds up his hands. The rest of the crew, terrified, just is like, they're already getting down on their knees, prepared to surrender.
The smart man lives. Tend to your wounds.
Kind of holds onto his shoulder, just kind of angrily, kind of gritting, just looking up at you. Hemo, eventually you catch up to the dead in the water ship.
my dust devil will go away.
All right.
They've surrendered.
Ship is left with 15 crew, its captain, and its first mate. The deck wizard does not come back from the water. No idea where it went.
Neither do they.
Nope.
I ran him over.
As I'm walking around, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna round up.
Didn't know they had speed bumps out here.
Where is it? Alright.
Sorry, what?
I'll start to round up the crew, and as I do. Is the only one that looks like severely injured the first mate?
Yes. No, you hurt the captain way more than the first mate. The first mate got like a shot in the shoulder. You aciditized most of the captain.
Alright, once we get them all together and make sure all of this stuff is away from them and make sure that all the weapons are not there, I will cure wounds each one at once.
You heal them, okay?
I'm gonna go through and make sure they don't have any like knives in their boots.
The
They
first...
definitely have knives in their boots.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take
to get rid of
them
all
away.
that stuff.
Okay. They willingly surrender.
The first mate gets 12 health back, and the captain gets 11 health back.
Okay. You heal them. They seem confused.
You surrendered. No reason for you to die now.
What's the hall you pick, Captain?
I want to kill you in the first place.
The hall? I don't know what that means.
I'm asking how much we're taking.
All of it.
And then back to Saltmarsh.
You can repair the sails, right?
That I can.
We're taking the ship
Got
back.
the extra gear.
Just ours?
We're taking both ships back.
And the crew?
Mm-hmm.
Tie them up.
Goddamn Saltmarsh Marine. You know, we started from you. Made a better life than any of those low lives ever did.
Boy, you better shut your mouth or I can get my whole crew to cover you in spit.
You should have kept your honor. Left Saltmarsh alone.
It's home. Not anymore. Now full of traitors.
They're still part of Saltmarsh.
Bunch of backstabbers wearing familiar faces.
Your people
Back-
do the same thing.
You haven't seen our kingdom. What we've made. Everything. So much better than that.
I'll get them to line up when you're done.
You're weak.
I spit on him.
You can't even kill us. Say you repair our wounds. After slaughtering my men.
Alright, that's enough. Put a gag in his mouth.
Gag him.
Fun conversation.
Thank you, Rosalie.
Yep.
I'll step out and
I'll stay on this ship.
speak to our crew.
Okay.
Anyone who wants to spit on this captain of this failed ship is welcome to do so. Suggest you form a line, will it up for as long as you'd like, and let him have it.
Only one spit. We're still honorable.
Everybody's like, Charles and Carl are like, yee! And they run over.
I said one! This is a machine gun.
Why do they have so much spit?
A lot of spit. Carl taught them how to use their.
Because Carl's cooking is so bad.
Yeah.
Gina's the one that
I'm
cooks.
the cook. He's helped.
Carl.
Okay.
Carl, when he's done being a surgeon for the day, he's like,
What do
time
you guys
to
do
put
with
on
the ship?
my ships.
You gather all of the cargo and crew of smuggled and pirated goods.
I
Just
want.
keep them tied up on this ship. I'll stay over here. Send a few of the crew. We can sail this one back.
Yeah. You guys know how to sail, right?
I can handle this.
No.
I suggest we divide our numbers evenly.
Yep.
Agree.
Come over here for a little bit.
I wouldn't mind staying with you. I get a
You
sort
can-
of bit of a.
Captain the
Authority.
ship for a few moments, I guess. I don't know.
I like the sound of that.
I'll keep an eye on all the prisoners. Is there like a brig underneath to put them?
Mm-hmm.
I'll put all of them down there.
You're gonna take the entire crew of this ship and put them on yours.
No,
you-
no, on their
Do they
brig.
have
Oh,
a
you're gonna put them in their brig. Okay, yeah. They line up and go down.
I don't need.
I'll come to like. So there's like 15 left,
Yeah, there's 15 of their crew.
and we need like 20 people to normally govern a ship.
No, a ship can actually be run by like 3 people.
Okay.
We have. If we send a few of our crew over, we're fine.
Yeah.
The problem is they don't have sails.
Mm-hmm.
But he can repair.
He'll have to
And
repair
we
the
have
real quick.
additional provisions on
Yep,
our ship
which I
to
purchased
repair
previously
these. Yeah.
to repair
Are
things.
you going to repair their sails?
We over prep to do this, so yes.
Okay.
So while you're
need
doing that, I'll
to
gather all
repair
of them.
at least 25 hit points.
Okay.
So subtract that from what you have.
I can't do that.
I have access.
With my specific ability, I can do that once per dock visit.
No, I'm just letting you do it. because you have the tools on your ship.
Oh,
can
You
make
prepared like you bought hit points and you're
I-
using it to fix their ship.
You're
Oh, yeah.
keeping track of
Yeah,
that, right?
all,
Okay.
you said
Remind
25?
minus 25
I'm
as you
also-
barely fix their sails enough for them to at least head out.
I'm casting mending as much as I can. Does that give us any financial boon, or is that just easy repairs?
You can subtract 5, so only 20.
Cool.
The so
we're at 280.
Mm.
And how much did our ship lose out on? We should probably repair some of that.
I mean it's really not that bad. The sails are what got hit the worst.
And that's what we should upgrade. This
The
was a bit of a learning experience.
except you can't upgrade AC or hit points of sails.
Maybe not upgrades. And
I will let you do that. That's dumb if you can't do that.
Okay,
We could just add like.
but
our-
that's not a superior upgrade, right? That's just
No, that's just a
We
regular
can add
upgrade. Like I said, I'll let
auxiliary
you upgrade anything. You want to upgrade the damage of your mangonel, your ballista, your AC of your helm? I don't
we
care.
could literally just add a second set of sails so
True.
ours goes down.
we're pretty good.
The other upgrades are like
I'm
legendary.
missing
upgrades,
57 hit
while
points from the sails.
so should I
We can
just
just do basic
subtract that?
I'm gonna go back to the boat.
Sure. Do we have enough?
Oh yeah, we had 300.
Okay.
To our
So-
boat,
Okay.
pull out 20 gold of mine,
Okay.
and come back and do some conditioning with
Okay.
some of our captives. Pull them individually so they don't have the like peer pressure to pretend they're loyal to this ship.
Okay.
Wave each one of them a full gold to help us with the ship, and 3 gold when we get back. See who wavers, who doesn't.
He's trying
So-
to buy them over.
Yeah.
So, okay, how big is your crew? 30?
20.
Only 20.
Only 20.
Plus
Oh.
officers.
I thought we had.
We needed to keep that in check.
Yeah, that would.
We should have only had 2
I thought
actions
we
the
had
entire
30.
time.
Well,
I
okay.
thought-
When I bought these, you said all we needed was 20.
You
I thought under 20 is.
you are correct. Sorry.
Okay, because I would have bought all 30.
That's right. I'm dumb. It is opposite for me. Yes. You were wanting to bring them over as crew?
Yeah. Well, we're ruling both ships. I'm like an extra captain for theirs till we get it back. So.
So
I'm
you're
gonna-
going over, bribing some of them to come onto your ship.
Yeah.
Driving them to work this
saying,
ship.
Hey, you can either be starved below
What is
deck
it?
till we get back to Saltmarsh and rot in a jail cell. You can join our crew and earn a fuck ton of money.
So
He's trying to offer each person 4 gold. He's saying either you take this 4 gold and help us get this ship back to Saltmarsh, or you go sit in prison the entire trip back.
most of them would ask, "Are we going to be put into prison?"
Depends on how well you run this ship on our way back.
Then they all take it.
Alright.
That is 15 people added to your crew.
How many did
You
the
can have a max crew of 30, saying you can have 20 passengers.
what
So
did the captain in the first one do?
the captain.
I wouldn't have offered him shit.
You wouldn't have offered them. So you only offered it to their crew.
Oh
Judge-
no. Okay. So sorry.
Yeah. A cheaper crew.
9 of them would have joined you.
Okay. So 9 times 4. That's a lot of money.
It's 36.
36. Yeah.
36 gold. They take the money and they go.
Okay.
The other 6 of them decide to stay with their
Keep
captain.
track of that. That's not my number to keep track of.
Okay, you give them sails,
That's-
you fix it over the course of a few hours, you take some of
We
them
added
as they
9
start
gold
to
per crew.
kind of get along with the crew. The crew's kind of like,
Units and
all
take
right,
gold
you're
per crew.
pirates, you listen to
Stupid
us.
pirates, yeah.
They're kind of on the lower end, they make them do shitty
Yeah.
jobs, but they do it because they don't want to go to jail. And they have full respect at the moment because you don't know where they're from or where this pirate got them from, so or
Doesn't
what their
matter to
loyalty was.
us.
It doesn't matter. And they work. What are you guys doing with this ship?
I'll stay below deck on this one and keep
Okay.
an eye on the 6 that didn't take the deal and the
Captain and first mate, okay?
I'd like to go through the captain's quarters.
Okay.
Jacob.
Yes.
I've been reading a book where there's like a few chapters of political intrigue. It's very interesting, and I really want to run an encounter where you essentially have to buy your title to like appease certain people. I think it'd be interesting.
Yeah. Okay. What else are you doing? You just leaving the ship out here?
I just said.
Well,
we
we're
wanted
gonna
to do.
we're gonna go back to Saltmarsh with both ships.
Sorry.
I wanted to go through the captain's quarters.
Okay, I will get you the captain's quarters, but I'm gonna do it next game.
Okay.
You guys.
And I'm gonna plot the. I'll plot.
I'm assuming you rope up the ship, and and you have it kind of like as you have it follow behind you.
Well, we're
We'll
both
just-
we're
yeah.
we're staying on this ship.
Oh,
Two
okay.
of
So
us
you
are.
just pilot it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, he's just piloting it, and I marked the course for both
You
of us.
grabbed the cargo, defeated the ship,
Temporary,
and make your way back to Saltmarsh with a successful pirate raid. You've defeated this pirate ship known as Damnation, and sundered its crew and taken it with you. What?
We can do it next game. I was gonna request a conversation, but
You can do it next game. Yeah, you guys successful, and who knows what this will lead to, but that's going to be the end of tonight's game. We were pretty late. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Tim. I love you.
It's sorry to us, but for them it's like half an hour short.
I know, yeah. Thank you guys for joining us for tonight's episode. We'll be back next week with another episode. Wow, that's
We
crazy, right?
appreciate all your visual support.
Thank you guys for watching the show. We love you. And that is the end of the game.